everyone. Welcome along to another Champions League evening. It's Wednesday and the knockout match days have begun. We've had some winners last night. We've had some losers, and it's only going to continue with hopefully some more chaos this evening. In fact, one match is underway. Atalanta and Club Brugge 1-1 as it stands. I'm your host for this evening, and as always, I'm joined by the one, the only,
KlintonCod. KlintonCod.
Introduce yourself. I'm done. I'm not introducing you anymore. You do it yourself.
How do I introduce myself now? Well. All right, guys, support KlintonCod. It's another beautiful day the Lord has made, that we shall rejoice that Real Madrid continue winning. And today we're about to see Atalanta win again. I'd love to see Ademola Lookman smiling as much as he's not playing. But before we go into that game, let me introduce to you the next woman on the panel who's going to be rejoicing with me by the time my bets come through. It's Shantelle. Shantelle, what's going on, man? What you saying, man? Gee, where you dealing, bruv?
Thank you, Clinton. That's if your predictions are actually right tonight.
They're always right.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
And, of course, Alex Ashmore.
Right. Who is Alex Ashmore?
To be fair, the only man with the prediction that was right last night.
What do you mean, though? Did you have to make a statement? Like, did you have
I'm
to
just
make
saying.
a comment,
I'm just saying. She's
Bro, I
calling you out,
said 3-2. I said 3-2. And what was his scoreline yesterday?
You said 3-2 to Man City.
No. I said 3-2. I didn't say to anything. I
Yes,
said
you
3-2.
did.
Do you want us to
Where's
play
the
the video back?
replay?
Do you want
Where's
us
the replay?
Do you want to do you want us to
Where
do you want
is
do you want
the
to do the
replay?
All right, you know what?
Tonight, I'm going to predict that there's going to be 3 Champions League games at 9 o'clock.
Oh, I mean, okay, well, I'm going to predict that there's going to be a kickoff at 9 o'clock.
Just one. You
No,
see your role.
no. Oh, yeah, that's true, you know.
My days.
Hey.
All right, well, joining us as well, all the way from Accra, Sporty FM team, it's Calvin Owusu. Hello, Calvin. Welcome back to the show.
Hi, Sara. Thank you so much. Glad to be part. But Clinton, are you sure you did not even mention Manchester City?
Wait, listen, right? See, the reason why we have you on the show is for you to support your African brother. It's not for you to come again. No, see, I did quick vex you.
Why are you explaining? I asked a simple question.
Sorry, who brought this guy on this show?
They're calling you out.
I love you,
They're
brother.
calling you out.
No, because the other ones, they support me. This guy is coming to be against me when I already have 3 people
Except for the
against
one that was going around telling everyone that you preferred Ghanaian jollof rice and said you gotta hide.
No,
What's going on?
No, but
Trying to get him cancelled.
but that, that guy is a cultist. I'm not adding him as number of people that came on the show. That guy is not really a human being, man. Do you not see the kind of big eyeglass he wore to the show? Do you think normal people wear such an eyeglass? Don't you know in Ghana, when you wear such glasses, they arrest you straight up?
Are you sure?
You know, am I lying? The police, once they see you, they profile you already that you are a cultist and you deserve to be in jail. And he actually came on his spot.
I'm not sure. Because he does well with his rituals. At least it's for the positive reasons. So.
For the positive reasons. Actually, that's true.
Yeah.
For him to have gotten to the Sporty show, it's definitely for the Sporty. He got himself on the Sporty show with his rituals. Damn, man. It's true.
You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, guys, here's what's coming up on Sporty TV this week. Coming up after today's show, we do have the EFL Championships with Sheffield taking on Middlesbrough, but don't you fret. The 4 of us will be joining you for the Champions League watch-along. We have Celtic versus Bayern Munich, Feyenoord versus AC Milan, and Benfica versus Monaco, or rather Monaco versus Benfica. So join us on YouTube, but you can stick to Sporty TV and also watch the EFL Championship. We also have on Thursday Godoy Cruz and River Plate over in Argentina, and Al Ahly versus Ronaldo and Al Nasser on Friday. Thursday, oh my goodness. Friday, we have Melbourne versus Wellington. And Saturday, it's the big one in Germany, Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. In La Liga High Promotion, we have Levante versus Sporting Gijón. And over in the Greek League, we have Panathinaikos versus Olympiacos. On Sunday, it's the Island Derby here in Spain. We have Mallorca versus Las Palmas, and that one's all for Guillem. In Serie A, we have Juventus versus Inter Milan, and we'll wrap it all up with River Plate and Lanús. Oh, this wasn't in the right order. Well, there's more matches here. We do have also Al Ahly versus Al Riyadh, QPR versus Derby County, Banfield versus Boca Juniors, Adelaide versus Newcastle, Preston versus Burnley, and Man City taking on Newcastle in the English Premier League. Sorry about that, guys. We have a bit of a technical problem here, But nevertheless, a lot of football on Sporty TV. We got you covered. And again, make sure you stick along for the watch along because the four of us will be watching all three matches. And as I said, Club Brugge won and Atalanta won as it stands. We'll keep you updated on that. Before, guys, we dive into what happened yesterday in the Champions League, some football news that's happened overnight. Kai Havertz out for the season. Alex Ashmore?
Bad news for Arsenal. And
Did you just say bad news for Arsenal for real?
very
No, it's bad
for
news.
Arsenal.
Wow.
They are without a proper striker, an out-and-out striker, so to speak. And to make matters worse, their game on the 16th of March, I believe it is, against Chelsea, the three that they could play up top, amongst them Leandro Trossard and a certain Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling won't be able to play up top because he's obviously on loan from Chelsea. So it goes from bad to worse for Arsenal. They didn't sign someone in January. They lost Gabriel Jesus back at the beginning of January to an ACL injury. Now they've lost Havertz for the rest of the season. They sold Eddie Nketiah at the beginning of the season in the summer to Crystal Palace. They didn't replace him. For me, it's incomprehensible how bad this transfer policy is from Arsenal. I get not wanting to spend money, but replace him with someone on loan, a free transfer. You don't want to bring someone in for the sake of bringing someone in, but you don't have to spend loads of money to have a decent striker. There are strikers out there that you could get for 15, 20 million or on loan for the season. I look at Karim Benzema. If they're ambitious enough, they could have tried to get him in January. I look at players like Viti Gyökeres. They could have gone out and splashed the cash on him. Isak, I feel like, was a bit out of their price range. It's one of those things where the bricks have come all tumbling down on Arsenal at once. And I think I asked this question when I put a tweet out earlier saying, is this their title race over? And I think Markindale responded saying, I don't think they were ever in the title race. So this is, I think, the final nail in the coffin for Arsenal because it's not as if they've lost a 40 goal a season striker in Havertz. They've lost a striker in Havertz that he's quite inconsistent. Mm-hmm. And now they've got no strikers and we're talking about Mikel Merino playing up front.
Not looking good for the Gunners at all. Meanwhile, over in Spain here, we've had the Copa del Rey draw, meaning that Real Madrid will face Real Sociedad in the semi-finals over 2 legs, and Barcelona will be taking on Atletico Madrid. So those should be, guys, some very, very good matches here in Spain. Finally, before we wrap up this little intro here, Moise Kean was subject to some racial abuse after the Fiorentina and Inter match on Monday. Everyone here at Sporty TV obviously stands with Moise Kean. And again, guys, I just think it's another instance of racial abuse over social media, which is absolutely unnecessary. And hopefully Fiorentina and the City can do something about this, but just something you really hate to see, especially to these young players, because obviously it can just affect them in such a terrible way. It's
despicable, and we see it far too often. I don't want to call out countries, but especially Italy, I think, has been one of the prime.
Spain is right there, and I'll say it.
Spain.
I will say it.
And I don't think that England can paint itself in any glory with players that have received racial abuse over the years. It's despicable, and there has to be done more about it to stop it because it can't go on. It's just unacceptable.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully the young man keeps his head up. All right, Calvin, let's talk about last night. And does Real Madrid have some juju surrounding their team in the Champions League?
Well, I think even the players would admit that, yes, there are times the manner in which they get to win games cannot be explained. And after the game, Vinicius Jr. was very much, clear on the statement that there are times they don't even understand how they manage to do it. But I think it's all about the standards in the club that you don't fall for a loss, when there's still more time to get, a win. And in a matter of 5 minutes, 6 minutes, they can score 2 or 3 goals. And it's happened consistently over the years. And it has come as no fluke because in as much as there may be, something more like a spiritual back and psychologically, players must be tuned up for something like this. And the quality that they have in the team has always showed, to the point that players have that, ingenuity. They prove that, quality at crucial point in games when, Real Madrid needs them to come up. You go back to the early 2000s, how Zinedine Zidane combined with Roberto Carlos to give them that excellent goal in the UEFA Champions League final against Bayer Leverkusen. In recent times, Rodrigo in the final minutes of game, Sergio Ramos against Atletico Madrid. And yesterday was clearly one of those, elements. They had enough quality on the bench to come on and then, cause, the damage for against Manchester City. Luka Modric was on the bench. He came on and clearly you could see more fluidity, more intent to create more goal scoring opportunities and push the team up front. And in the disarray Manchester City have found themselves in this season when it comes to their defensive unit, they just had to take advantage of it. And then pouncing on, the opponent with that sort of edge and energy from Vinicius Junior, Brahim Diaz, and then Jude Bellingham, there was no way Manchester City was going to come out of that. I think that with the class, with the pedigree, with the element of character, taking advantage of moments in spectacular European victories, that fuses together to make Real Madrid a club that you can not just explain with mere words. It's a matter of traditional excellence that they want to continue with what they started in 1902 since the club started, and they have the players who have consistently been present to work the magic out of it on any day. Look at that fluff from Mbappe. It wouldn't enter the net. It wouldn't get in there. But they find themselves in the right moment at the right times. And once you do your bet, you never know where it ends. And I think it's just a matter of class and pedigree that consistently they manage to hinge on that leads them to success every now and then.
Yeah, but Clinton, we were talking yesterday, and maybe how Pep Guardiola got it all wrong with his subs, taking off Nathan Ake and
Kanji as
Manuel Akanji.
Apparently, one of them was limping, and that's why one of them had to come. I think it was Kanji that was limping.
Yeah.
That's what I was told. But yeah, sorry, go on with your question. Sorry for.
No, just the subs that he had to make, as well as bringing on
I've told
Kovacic, taking off KDB, who was
Yep.
arguably the much better midfielder than Bernardo Silva,
Yep.
waiting so long to bring on Omar Marmoush,
Yep.
obviously a power in the front.
Yep.
As much as Real Madrid did well, and don't get me wrong, they did, I think Pep he didn't add any help to City with these subs.
First of all, what we've got to understand is, sincerely, and I'll tell you for free that yesterday was the first time I felt like City, it kind of upped their game from what we've seen the last couple of weeks, right? With Manchester City, obviously them struggling to even win an ordinary Leyton Orient in a league, I think the League 1 or League 2 side, one of them, can't
League
remember
One.
which are League 1, right? And just knowing that if they were able to put up that kind of fight with Real Madrid, Haaland having 2 goals, I felt like that was almost like, right, okay, we are kind of like stepping up. This is meant to be the best team in the world we are playing against, and we've had history with this same team, and they were able to put up a fight. There was a point where they were winning the game, and we were like, hang on, wait, you mean Real Madrid are going to be one of the teams, apart from Chelsea, whom would have faced this really poor Manchester City and I would have lost? But somehow Real Madrid were able to turn it around. But then at this point, who am I blaming? Like I said, I'm blaming Pep Guardiola, and it's beginning to make me feel like this whole divorce and everything he's having to go through is beginning to affect his brain. And I believe there's some level of dementia, there's some level of mental health issue, and I feel like he needs 500 mg of diazepam. He needs something that's going to buckle that brain together, because that sub that he made, they were just weird for a Pep Guardiola level of a coach. How do you bring out Manuel Akanji? You take out Nathan Ake, you take out Kevin De Bruyne. There are some players you take out when you feel like you're comfortably winning, right? Let's say you are like 4-2 up, or you're like 5 goals up, right? And then you know that these two guys, when we looked at the defense between Manchester City and Real Madrid, we were predicting, we said that, this Manchester City, they are going to cause serious headache on that Real Madrid side. Why? Because we felt like the Real Madrid defense, we saw so many loopholes. First of all, Valverde is not a natural defender. My man is a midfielder, and we know that whenever he's put on that position, he's always very angry. We saw his reaction when they played against Atletico, when he was sent to go play from that right back. Now you have, what's it called? You have Asensio, whom is literally beginning to gain ground on that, central defense side. You look at Chouameni, who my man has always played
that midfield, this central defense is not really where they would define as their calling. And then you go to that left back, Mendy, whom I believe is probably one of the weakest left back I see in a top team like Real Madrid. So there was some kind of hole in that Real Madrid team. And then seeing a Manchester City not able to penetrate. And we saw the opposite. We saw Real Madrid causing headache on that Manchester City side. We saw how much space they were creating. Look at Vinicius causing problems there. Getting the ball into the 18-yard box, taking on defenders, being able to pass them. It was a shocker for me. And then, they were able to still hold that pressure that was coming from Real Madrid. And you're not winning. Then how do you take out Akanji? You take out Ake. You bring out Kevin De Bruyne, and then you bring in Kovacic. Listen, I'm not trying to say Kovacic is not one of the. I'm not saying he's not a good midfielder, but that kind of game, I thought that he was bringing him too early. Literally, get these guys who you already have doing the job, right? Get this game to a comfortable level where you feel like if I decide to start making these changes, then okay, what's come to us, I'm going to consider a goal, but the win is still going to come my way. That was where I knew. I don't want to use the word, but it was at this point he knew. You end it in your heart, man.
But Clinton, don't you think every coach after 80 minutes when leading 2-1, someone like Kevin De Bruyne hasn't had really a fully fit season, was tired, and he needed fresh legs to at least cover lots of ground in that midfield. Any coach or most coaches would do that. For Nathan Ake's substitution, it was forced because he was battling with a cramp. Manu Akanji was also struggling a bit, so he quickly had to make those changes. I think it's a matter of, psychological play. The players were just not ready to complete the game in the final minutes of the game. Real Madrid wanted the game more, and they had that aura of invincibility, which was even carrying them across to Manchester City's half more than the citizens should have done. So I think it was more of a mental game, because you look at that final opportunity, it was that great chance for Rico Luis to just clear the ball into Real Madrid's half, for them to reorganize and then build up again. And City could have had that opportunity to restructure their defensive blocks, but they failed to do that because he was not willing to dive into the challenge. But Vinicius was willing to try and steal the ball away. He got advantage of it, and there was no way City, had that opportunity to clear the line. Whilst Jude Bellingham was in a very good position to tap that ball home. So I think it was just a matter of that psychological edge Real Madrid had over them. It's happened too many times, and I think it played on the minds of, the Manchester City defenders. So they were overly careful in the final 6 minutes of the game. And just as we've seen Real Madrid, they never say never. And I think it was just more of psychological than, tactical deficiency from Pep Guardiola's side.
You see, he's made he's mentioned two words that I want to emphasize on. First of all, he said mental, and then he said the psychological aspect. Now, when you look at these two words, it comes down to what's going on in here, right? This is what I mean, right? When you take out a player like KDB when you're not comfortably winning, at that point, and then you take out this, I understand, okay, maybe Akanji was limping, but Ake, these are defenders in Man City that I believe that there are forwards who will look at them. They would think twice before trying to maybe wanting to take them on or whatever, right? What is going to happen at that point is the Real Madrid players are looking at these heavy defenders or this KDB, whom, of course, people might say he wasn't in the game or he was tired or whatever, but it's the mental side of it. Right? If I was, say, a forward, or it's me thinking that this is KDB on the pitch. It's me thinking that, hang on, this is Ake. I don't know if I don't care whether he can't run. But these guys, we know their capabilities. What's his name? Rico Lewis comes in. First of all, I'm not saying he's not good, but he's a child. He's one of those youngsters still coming up. If I was somebody like Vinny, I see him there. I feel like, hang on, you know what? Let me take on this guy. Or let me just do something that would maybe scare. Football is not just the physical. Football is also the mental aspect, right? These guys were tired, but they still held the game. You bring in this new pair of legs, what happened? They lose the game. This is what I'm trying to explain. Of course, every coach will think about making these subs, change stuff around, right? But this is not an average Premier League game. This is Champions League, and you're not playing an average. Say you're not playing Brest, that you can decide to press on the pitch or whatever, right? You are playing in Real Madrid. This is Real Madrid. Who said it? This team. They use Juju somehow. You think he's gone, but somehow they will just come back from nowhere. They take every opportunity possible. That thing could have been more. Bro, look at the shot Valverde had. I was even surprised that Valverde didn't hit on target. If Valverde didn't hit some of those shots on target, it would have been a goal. Do you see? So, I'm telling you that Man City losing that game is 100% on Pep. And Pep, fact, he needs to go literally find all the houses that his wife has taken away from him, go settle and bring back his head back, because he is going to continue losing serious games. Oh,
No,
man.
he really made some bad calls, and Markinde said something that I feel like we should highlight, because I do agree with it 100%. He says that Real Madrid deserves every praise because they had two midfielders in defense. And you were right saying that, this was the time where Man City could have taken advantage of Real Madrid being somewhat at their weakest, and they didn't. So maybe if Pep really and truly made better calls, we could have seen a different outcome. And for Valverde, I will never stop giving him his flowers, because Valverde is what we would say in Jamaican terms, you can't go on like you have too much subject.
Damn!
In the sense of, if you're employed to do one job, and your employers know that you can do 6, you're going to end up doing 7 jobs. And Real Madrid should count their lucky stars that they have a player like Valverde. Because what I saw, and like rewatching the highlights and seeing him, I think he looked comfortably in the position. And we know that it's not his natural position, but seeing that he gave it his all, this is the type of player and quality of players that we see at Real Madrid. So it's just, they deserve all the praise, and Man City should have, and I can't stress it anymore.
I mean, look at
they
the time.
should have taken advantage, man.
Look at the time. I mean, Alex, sorry, I know that you're looking, especially when you heard her give that serious Jamaican stuff. I think he made you forget a lot of things you were planning to say. But
No. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Every time I see Valverde on the pitch playing in a different position that's not his natural position, I'm like, no, man.
The fact that even Mamouche, right, whom we know how heavy he is in Europe, just everybody know how crazy my man is in forward, how he can literally take a ball right through 3 players and probably go score by himself. You see that you're playing in Real Madrid. Why do you delay? Like, what's keeping? Wait, Mamouche and Kovacic, who came in first?
Kovacic.
Exactly. Do you see? So these are the kind of poor decisions. I mean,
He kind of self-sabotaged, in a sense, man. That's what it comes down to, because I was expecting better calls.
But we got to give credit to Real Madrid, though, because, like I said, everything about Real Madrid looked very perfect. I mean, we saw Rodrigo. The first half, I was asking you guys, hang on, when is Rodrigo coming in? I didn't know he was playing all through, right? But truth is, we've got to give Real Madrid, because somehow I felt like they would always make something happen. They literally played Manchester City proper, hands down, despite having Real Madrid has the weakest defense when it comes to the caliber of team Real Madrid is currently. Like, literally, everyone is gone. Rudiger, Alaba, imagine having those two there. Manchester City would have received 6-7 yesterday. They were actually lucky. It ended 3-2. All this one, Haaland was a kind of like crazy and acting as if, bro, he's playing against midfielders and on the defense and he's complaining. Bro, what if the real defenders went out there? What's he going to do? Bro, Manchester City right now, forget about what happened yesterday. In my opinion, what they got from Real Madrid was just 50% of Real Madrid. If they got 100, and in my opinion, Manchester City went there 100%. The only player missing in that Manchester City team was just Rodri, which I understand he can make a very huge difference. But when you look at Real Madrid, they had a lot lacking, and they were able to display like that. God, if all the players come back,
But that's the thing, because apparently Rudiger might be back for the second leg, and plus they're playing at home, so the advantage is in Real Madrid's favour.
I mean, it's a mountain to climb for Manchester City, and if they get a goal in the first 15 or 20 minutes at the Bernabeu next week, it could get interesting. But
Real Madrid still might find a way back, man. I feel like
it's not a case of it's Real Madrid. They're 1 foot in the last 16. It's as simple as that. Manchester City, how they've been so inconsistent over the last 3 or 4 months that they themselves, I don't have confidence in them. I'm sure the players are quite low on confidence. If this was last year, you'd say it's probably 50-50. Manchester City could go to the Bernabeu and win 2 or 3-0. This year, I don't have that same confidence. I doubt the players have that same confidence. Talk about Ruben Diaz last night. He was being interviewed after the game and he was asked, is it a psychological thing? And he said, it could be. Like you're talking about the juju there, Clinton. It's just, there's something, there's a shroud of some sort of spell, some sort of just misfortune over City that they just can't seem to get it consistently, whether that be 1 week playing well against a Southampton or an Ipswich, and then next week playing against the Real Madrid and looking like they've never kicked a ball in their life. I think last night they played well, but they didn't take their opportunities when they had the chance. And I think it's that case of City not being able to finish off games. And a nice little stat that I saw, Jude Bellingham, it's his 8th goal past the 90th minute since he's joined Real Madrid.
Brilliant stuff. All right. Well, Man City have a mountain to climb as they'll be back in Madrid actually a week from today at the Santiago Bernabeu. Obviously, yesterday we also saw Borussia Dortmund / Sporting 3-0 at the José Alvalade, and now they're heading to Signal Iduna next week. PSG, I'm not even going to let Clinton have this one. PSG beat Brest, and we're all a bunch of adults here, and it was 3-0. Ousmane Dembele has 15 goals in 2025, already drawing his career-high club goals in a calendar year. Ousmane Dembele on absolute fire. And finally, we had Juventus beating PSV at the Allianz. So those are the results from yesterday, but we do have several games as well today. And Alex, why don't we start with Bayern Munich taking on Celtic? This one could be a very high-scoring affair, if you will. I just want to go through the lineups, and then we'll dive right in. For Bayern Munich, it will be Manuel Neuer, Guerrero, Dyer, Upamecano, Clinton's favorite defender, Leimer, Kimmich, Musiala, Goretzka, Sané, Kane, and Michael Olise. And for Celtic, it's Schmeichel, Alistair Johnston, Montreal legend, Alex's favorite Celtic player, Carter Vickers, Trusty Taylor, Engels, McGregor, Hatate, Kuhn, Ida, and Maeda. Alex, let's start with this one. A lot of incentive for Bayern here to obviously go the distance because the Champions League final is in Munich. We don't usually get to see the host team playing, in the final. So it's always something at the back of their heads there.
Yeah, and I think it's make or break for Vincent Kompany. The pressure's really on him. I think he's proven himself so far in the Bundesliga. They're 8 points clear at the top after Bayer Leverkusen drew at the weekend. I think it was against Wolfsburg, and they're obviously out of the DFB Pokal, and they haven't impressed in the Champions League. They've been very inconsistent with obviously that early win against Dinamo Zagreb that made you think that this is the real deal. Bayern are going to sort their way through to the last 16 without a sweat. But with poor losses against Feyenoord and Barcelona and just inconsistent performances throughout, they've been really, really disappointing, and Vincent Kompany will be under a lot of pressure. They've lost 3 away games in Europe this season. They've never lost 4 European away games in a single campaign. So a bad record that Vincent Kompany will want to avoid. Although they do have luck on their side. Celtic only have 1 win in 21 against former winners of the competition. So I obviously favouring Bayern in this one because I think they're the clear favourites. But with the Celtic Park atmosphere, Celtic have nothing to lose. They just have to go for it. They don't want to go to the Allianz with a 0-0 or a 1-0. They have to try and just go out and get all the goals because tonight that's their best environment tonight at home with their crowd behind them. If they can get 1 or 2, maybe even a third, obviously if they win 3-2 or 2-1, that's fantastic. But they just have to go all out and try and win the tie tonight because if they don't take or make the most of this opportunity with their home crowd behind them, I see it almost impossible task going to the Allianz Arena next week.
Yeah, of course, the crowd are going to play a massive role, and if they can get an early goal, that would just, absolutely ignite that stadium. But we also know Bayern has holes in this competition, Clinton. As Alex talked about, could be a Kompany problem. We saw them get pumped by Barcelona. They lost to Feyenoord. They didn't have the Champions League campaign that they wanted, that we know all too well of Bayern Munich in this Champions League. What are the issues with Bayern Munich, and what can Celtic try and pounce on in order to get something out of this match this evening?
Well, in my opinion, you see, I don't see any issue with Bayern Munich. Fact is, every single season that comes by, there's always a change in football. There are change of players, people are reshuffling, and obviously with new managers, company coming into that job with another kind of juju that we've never seen before. This is somebody whom was on a team that just got relegated, and boom, this is the first time in my life I've seen you fail an exam and they're giving you a PhD from doing an undergraduate. That's crazy. You don't get a. You don't really get a team, and then you get the best team in the country as a coach. You know how crazy that is. Now, there's obviously going to be repercussions because he is obviously going to win games in the Bundesliga, right? Fact is, without a coach, Bayern Munich would always come first for. It's one of those leagues where we know that, okay, you've got quite a couple of teams that are good, but if these players come together and say, want to play football, let's do it this way, do it that way, they would always win games. But Champions League is different. Champions League is basically all the best teams coming together to play football against themselves. Now, if you are not really that guy, if you are not the manager who's got that proper experience on how to use players against top players on other teams, it's going to show. There's no juju in this one. The best juju is you landing that job. There's not anything apart from that one. It's only for Real Madrid. Real Madrid could literally play without the defense, like we were saying, and they might still win. That's their own type of juju. Vincent Kompany one is he might leave Bayern Munich today and become the coach of Real Madrid. That's his own type of juju. But making the players is where his juju stops, right? At this point, truth is, on paper, Bayern Munich should be winning this game. Yeah? But like I said, it's a whole different aura. Celtic might decide, because the pressure now is going to be on Bayern. It's not even going to be on Celtic. Celtic, they are going into the game saying, I want to go shame people. Right? Everybody's probably, if you go to all the sport betting websites, I'm sure, you are more likely to get more money when you bet on Celtic winning, assuming they win, right? Than if you bet on, on Bayern Munich. So now the pressure is now on Bayern Munich to do what they're supposed to do. So what's Celtic going to do? Celtic, they're going to look at this Bayern Munich and be like, hang on one second, what are the loopholes? Maybe if we get our fastest players to start and take advantage of the likes of Upamecano, whom we know sometimes he can be very sluggish and he can make some kind of funny mistakes on the pitch. Is this what we can do? And maybe they might just decide to target, right? But truth is, on paper, like I said, you would expect the Bayern Munich to win this one. Celtic probably maybe score one goal, and that goal is probably just going to be some kind of miracle goal of thank you for coming to visit, or my Bayern Munich saying, you know what, listen, for hosting us, let's just dash you one, just for the road, right? But like I said, at this point, when you look at the kind of players they have in Bayern Munich, there's no reason. You look at Harry Kane, right? Harry Kane is literally, I don't know, I understand that because he's going to come to the Bundesliga, right? We don't usually count him in the craziest strikers anymore because but the truth is he's doing it. He's probably top 5 in the world, right, Alex? Would you agree with me on that? Are we going to put Harry Kane in the top 5 strikers?
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's fair.
Does anybody agree with me on that one? Actually, you know what? Yeah. Because, we're just saying we would agree, but I've just counted 4 in my head already right now, and I've not even added Harry Kane just yet, and there's another 2 somewhere.
Who?
Let's actually start counting.
Oh, man.
You're not putting Adam Lippman above him, right?
He's not a striker, man. I'm talking about strikers, this guy. What's your problem?
All right, who are the 4 ahead of him right now? Who came to your mind?
Okay, let's talk about Lewandowski. We'll talk about Isak. Yeah, we'll talk about Haaland. That's 3 already.
Okay.
Yeah. So we then go into Omar Mamouche. Yeah, whom we know before he's come to the Premier League, he was literally the leader in Bundesliga. That's 5. I've not included Harry Kane just yet.
No, Kane makes 5.
What do you mean Harry Kane? If I just
said Lewandowski, Isak, Haaland, Marmouche.
Yeah, that's 4.
Kane 5.
No, hang on. I think there's another one.
Learning to count on Sporty TV.
No.
Calvin, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think?
Okay, hang on. So, the striker from Nottingham Forest.
You can't. Chris Wood is not above
Chris
Harry Kane.
Chris Wood?
No. I'm not saying above.
32-year-old
No, hold on. I'm not saying he's above Harry Kane. I'm just counting strikers now. I'm literally. But listen. We are talking about.
I just think that we all need to take a moment here because it's looking like Club Brugge have a penalty in the final minute of this match against Atalanta. It is 1-1. Retegi is off the pitch. Kelvin, I know you're watching this game because I've seen your eyes go up and down, so you're on the same page with us.
Oh my God, hang on.
So
wait.
this is literally the final play of the match, and Club Brugge, who finished 24th in the Champions League phase is taking on 9th place Atalanta, and they have a chance to win this match at home, knowing very well next week they're going to Bergamo. Clinton?
Wow.
It's a moment of silence here as we all wait for those of you.
This one is very. This one has even made me forget about all the strikers I was thinking about.
I can see the headline in the paper.
And it's a goal! Club Brugge make it 2-1. Rui Patricio went the right way, but it wasn't enough. And
The right way, you know? No, I think it was the middle.
was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like the angle.
Yeah, I think the angle made it
was
look
a
like
bit long.
it went the same way.
Calvin. All right, Club Brugge are winning this one 2-1 against Atalanta. I'm saying the best team in the teams that are going to the knockout phase against the worst, and they've won it.
Well, I was expecting it. I was expecting it, especially after that last
Sorry, go ahead.
performance. I was expecting this kind of game from them against Atalanta after that performance against Manchester City. And as much as Manchester City won, you could clearly see they were very much, dominant, and they had lots of glorious opportunities that they could have finished that game off. But when you don't have lethal strikers who would convert 3 out of 5 opportunities that they have, you always have lots of chances being misplaced. But coming against Atalanta, I knew that Atalanta were going to concede lots of chances against them. But unfortunately, it was the same issue that happened with Manchester City. What Atalanta probably couldn't have over them was their inability to have all their players, their top players who were going to also give Club Brugge a very difficult time in the final third of the pitch, lots to worry about. So right from the start of the game, you could see that they were just pouncing on Atalanta, trying to, get those goal-scoring opportunities. And, it worked for them in the final minute of the game. I was expecting just a draw, at least a draw going into the return leg. But the final minute, once there is a penalty, they've made a count. And I think it's very much impressive. Venaken in that midfield, the captain of the team, excellent, drives the team on. He makes sure that he makes everything work in that midfield. And I think he's been unplayable in the last 2 Champions League games that he's played in. Clearly, putting the Belgian side on for, some good history. Well, it looks like the underdogs are gradually trying to, upset, these big clubs. It happened last weekend when Liverpool unfortunately suffered that FA Cup exit. Yesterday, we nearly saw Nottingham Forest also exit the FA Cup, but thanks to the penalty shootout and today. So when it gets to the business end of the season, these clubs are always fighting for glory. Those who are already down, they would want to fight for glory. And those who are just at the top think, yes, come on, we still carry that weight from the first half of the season. And complacency a bit would always hurt in crucial ties like this. In knockout games, unlike in league format, they are different, and you need to make it count every single moment.
Absolutely. Well, Club Brugge did make it count here. There's a few more seconds, I would say, of this game, but let's circle back to Celtic and Bayern quickly. Calvin, can you just give us a prediction for this game before we move along to the other matches this evening?
Well, it's Bayern to lose. I go for a 3-1 victory for Bayern Munich.
That's it, just like that. Alex, you said you're favoring Bayern. Chantelle, are you favoring Bayern Munich as well?
I feel like the odds are in their favor. Should be an easy win for them.
An easy win. Yeah. Clinton?
I'm going for a draw.
Woo! I love it.
1-1.
I love it. Well, we'll have to see. All right, and it's official. Club Brugge have won 2-1, so Atalanta have some work to do at Bergamo next week. All right, Alex, shall we talk about the biggest match of the evening? Santi Jimenez Derby?
Yeah.
No, I am so excited for this. I actually think this game and Monaco and Benfica are going to be really good games. But let's talk about Milan versus Feyenoord. Obviously, Milan not having the best of seasons, let's be honest, overall. But they did a lot of work in the January transfer window. And also, there's rumors saying that Joao Felix is wanting to stay here. He doesn't want to go back to Chelsea. So I wonder what's going to happen with him in that sense. But Santiago Jimenez, obviously from Feyenoord, now at Milan. It's exciting. It's an exciting match for him. We know Milan obviously beat Real Madrid early on in the league phase, but then they lost that last match against Dinamo Zagreb only 2 weeks ago. And then you have Feyenoord, who are, they drew Man City. They got thumped by Lille 6-1. They beat Bayern Munich 3-1, a team that it's hard to maybe makeup right now?
Yeah, it's been peaks and troughs for both of them, I think. Feyenoord have been involved with their games in the first 8. They've had the most goals other than Barcelona games. Not all 4 of them in this case. But you look at AC Milan, on the other hand, since Conceição's taken over, it's been, I think, a slight improvement on Paulo Fonseca, but they're still looking for that, I think, continuous run of form, and they're still yet to find their rhythm, I think, when you talk about both in the Serie A and in the Champions League. And I think having Santiago Jimenez coming back to the Kuip for the first time since he left Feyenoord in the January window, he'll be fired up, obviously. And I think AC Milan, they'll be fired up as well after that loss to Dinamo Zagreb, effectively meaning that they didn't finish inside the top 8, and they'll be ruining their mistakes and missed opportunities. I think Feyenoord are there for the taking. They've only kept 2 clean sheets in the last 15 games. They've had themselves yet to find that rhythm, and only sacked their manager yesterday. So appointing a new manager on an interim basis, and it's, I think, 2 clubs in very similar situations, with Feyenoord losing their Klassieker in Holland to Ajax, and then it's been ups and downs for both of them. So it's hard to pick a winner. I think goals. I'm expecting a lot of goals in this one tonight, but I'm also expecting an exciting game and a tense one.
Yeah, let's go through the lineups here. For Feyenoord, the home team, they have Welland Ruther in between the sticks, Reed, Beelin, Hanko, and Small across the back. Motor, Milambo, and Timber, with up front Haj, Musa, Ueda, and Paschal. By the way, Paschal just after your boy, Charles de Ketelaere, has the most assists in the Champions League phase. So big game player here. And of course, for Milan, Mike Maignan, Theo Hernandez, Pavlovic, Cha, Walker, Reinders, Joao Felix, and Fofana. And no surprise here, it's Rafael Leao, Pulisic, and yes, they are starting Santi up front as the striker. That seems to be like a little message, Clinton, maybe to his old team.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to the show.
Sorry, no, I was
This is the Sporty Show. Shantelle, I'll direct that to you.
I was listening to our producer, man. Jesus
Kelvin, I'll direct that to you.
Sorry, please go on.
Yeah.
Go on. Yeah.
Well, so I think it's going to be a very good game to watch. AC Milan have a very, dismal away record. 11 games they haven't won away, and they would need to, get this victory to put them in pole position ahead of the return. But for Feyenoord also, the last time they lost against any Italian opponent was as far back in 2012, and they wouldn't want to, fall against AC Milan. But what Milan have in their team is enough creativity. They have all the weapons up front. About 5 of the players. If you have Jimenez, if you have Rafael Leao, if you have Joao Felix, you have Tijani Reinders, you have Christian Pulisic, they should be enough, to break down that midfield of Milambo and then Quentin Timber to give you lots of goal scoring opportunities. I don't sense how Feyenoord will pose too much of a threat to this AC Milan team. And judging from even Feyenoord side, they may be spurred on after that derby victory over Sparta Rotterdam over the weekend. But clearly, also they struggled just before that game. About 4 games, they struggled to have victories. The reason why Vasco Bochat has taken charge of this team. Conceição would want to replicate what AC Milan tried to do, just seasons ago with, the semi-final clash that they lost to Inter Milan. And he has enough firepower to do it. And I don't see how Feyenoord would ultimately prevent Milan from having a good scoreline. If they want to turn around their season and make a statement that they are the second team with the most titles in the UEFA Champions League and will ride on their pedigree and class, they have that quality to live up to the game tonight. So I think that this small away performance will change this evening with what they have. I tip AC Milan to get this one over Feyenoord.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of which side of Conceição's men are going to show up, like you said, with all the talent, or is it going to be one of those games where they just can't get it right? We'll jump back to the Champions League, though, just because, I don't know, for those watching, if you saw Clinton look like he was about to cry, which I don't know why. I feel like Shantelle maybe should. Everton is up against Liverpool.
I was surprised.
Okay,
Sorry,
fair enough. Well, Kelvin's happy about that. Yes, the Merseyside derby was rescheduled after being pushed back into December from a storm in the UK. So it's being played now at Goodison Park, and Everton go up with a goal from Beto. Shantelle, I have to ask you about this one.
Obviously, I'm not happy about this because, like, I would have never expected them to concede a goal already, but here we are.
But with the Merseyside derby, we know even though Everton hasn't been a good performing team this season, we know Liverpool's at the top, but this is one of the biggest derbies in England.
Always.
Form goes out the window.
Liverpool versus Everton is always one to watch because, you know, in some sense, there's kind of a rivalry. So obviously, as a Liverpool fan, this is unacceptable. But second half merchants is what I like to call Liverpool. They will come back, hopefully.
You always like people that always come back. I will not be surprised if you are one of those that after breaking up, your ex will still come back and you would accept him. But I mean, it's very normal though. It's, because see, anytime you always like people coming back. You always like people coming back.
Clinton.
But
you know, it's so funny you made that reference because I think it was yesterday that's what I call Real Madrid, the ex that always comes back. So you're onto something, but no, I'm not that type of person.
Right.
Carry on.
Okay, right.
Sorry, Liverpool just scored. It's Alexis
You
McAllister.
see, this is what I'm talking about. I know my team. They always
you know they would always come back. Yeah. They would always come back.
The violations that are going on today.
But funny enough,
McAllister.
I was going to make a statement before they came back for her, right? Now, truth is, when we look at Everton this season, though, especially since David Moyes, is taking over that team, there's been a very rapid change in how they've been displaying. This is not the Everton that we knew. There's just been some kind of spark.
Did you see that pass from Mo Salah?
Man, truly, when people, your exes, right? I mean, no,
What
but
a
you see
beauty.
that happiness.
What a
I
beauty.
do miss Sean Dyche, though.
I don't think Everton do. Everton.
Oh, I just miss hearing his post-match press conferences.
Everton have as many wins under David Moyes as Sean Dyche managed in 19 games in charge this season.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
They've had 2 clean sheets in the last 3, obviously not this time around, but they've had the luck of the green in the last few Merseyside derbies. Jurgen Klopp won his first one and then only got 1 from the next 7. And I think that loss last season was the sort of start of the downward spiral last season for the German manager. And, well, I think Everton will be buoyant despite having conceded, but I think going up and they're definitely on the upward curve since David Moyes has taken over. And I think now they look like strong bets to stay up this season.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Liverpool would win this game? I mean, I'm not. I know you. Don't worry. Right?
I'm going to say 2-2.
You really? Okay.
2-2.
Okay.
I'm going to circle back to the Champions League since that's what we need to be talking about because we do have one more match, Benfica taking on Monaco, and it is a very injured Monaco, Calvin, in this one. Obviously, Benfica coming off of that crazy loss to Barcelona, but they've been doing really well, getting into really good form in the Champions League. And now they're taking on a Monaco who have suffered many, many injuries. We know a lot of players are going to be out. Di Maria likely to return for Benfica here. But this one I see this going more so in the favor of the Portuguese side than Monaco, even though they are at home. I think you have, the likes of Moasi suspended because of the intermatch last time around. Singo, Teze, Balogun. There's too many players from the starting 11, I think, that are missing. I don't know if you agree with me in this one, but what are your thoughts?
Well, I do agree with you, and that breaks down the chemistry of the team, that understanding, that telepathy you'd want to see every now and then in teams. Makeshifts would have to happen, and if your makeshifts are not producing the same level of quality as you may have from other players, or they may not be able to build up that character on big nights like this, it's quite going to be difficult for any side to climb up. But Benfica themselves haven't really commanded that authority over games that they played this season. And as much as player by player, they may have that edge over Monaco. But when it comes to, dominating games or, making sure that they make statement in games, they have been off it. It's either they concede more or take advantage of, 1 or 2 mistakes from opponents to win games. And if that is what they're going to depend on against Monaco this evening to try shock them at home, then it's going to be quite difficult because they would also come in with a pragmatic idea. Let's try to ease everything up, get a draw, or get a narrow victory, we know that by next week we may have some players returning. And when we go to Portugal, where Benfica haven't really been solid this season, we can take advantage of it, get a draw, and then we progress to the next stage of the competition. So I think it may be on paper, judging from the injuries and what has been happening, Benfica stand a step taller. But if any pragmatic manager has seen this Benfica team and how weak they are when it comes to that midfield and defense, especially on the right hand side of their defense, he can actually cause some trouble in this. So I think yes, it's a very good game that could go in favor of Benfica, but I think it's rather more of a double chance for them than an outright favorite tag.
Yeah, well, we've seen them score 4 goals against Barcelona, and they absolutely pumped Atleti 4-0. Let's not forget that. Alex Ashmore,
Barcelona is a basket,
Barcelona's a basket?
Please say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Barcelona is a basket. It can't hold water.
They won that game. They won that game. They finished second in the champ. Well,
yeah,
if that's
but
what that means. We're on to the next round. We don't need to play 2 games. I'll be a basket of water if that's what you want. No worries. Alex, before we wrap up, you have some best bets. Maybe let's start off with the Benfica and Monaco one.
I'm going to be quick, so keep up with me. Monaco, Benfica. Monaco have 1 win in 8 games against Portuguese opposition. The last one coming in 1997. Benfica only 3 defeats in 13 against French opposition. And before people come out with the technicality of they're not French, for this one they are. So I'm going to go away win by 1. Odds can be changing, but at the moment it's about 5.1 for this one. So away win by 1. Coming back to the game we have live on Sporty TV, Sheffield United against Middlesbrough. The Blades have won 11 of their opening 15 home games. Borough only 5 in 15 away wins. So I'm going to go a home win at 2.31. Then moving on to Godoy Cruz versus River Plate, which is later on tonight. Low scoring affair, both sides struggling to score so far this season. It's only a couple of games into the season, under 1.5 goals at 2.8. Then we've got Celtic against Bayern Munich, the big one. Bayern have scored 20 goals in their 8 league games. They've only kept 2 clean sheets in that 8 league games. Celtic unbeaten in Europe at home this season. So I'm going to go over 3.5 goals at 2.2. To wrap it all up, Feyenoord against AC Milan. I've got a load of stats, but I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to say anytime goal scorer, Shantelle.
Yes!
2.6.
I love this, Alex.
And that wraps it all up for you.
Santiago Jimenez all day. You got to sprinkle a little bit on a player that is playing his former team. Do you agree, Calvin? It's a little bit of fun. Just a little sprinkle.
Yeah, lots of fun. I think that, yes, he has that ability in a very loose defense. He can bag, some 2 goals on a very good night. If he has all these creators behind him, I'm tipping him for even 2 goals on this night.
All right, I love to hear that. All right, guys, that is it for us today on The Sporty Show. As mentioned, we do have Sheffield United taking on Middlesbrough on Sporty T after this, but the 4 of us will be joining you for the Champions League watch-along to cover Celtic, Bayern Munich, Monaco, and Benfica, and, of course, Feyenoord versus AC Milan. So we'll be jumping back on in just a few moments' time, so I won't say enjoy the football because I'll be enjoying the football with you guys momentarily. And again, same time, same place tomorrow. Calvin, it was a pleasure to have you back with us, and I'm sure you'll be back with us soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin.
Hasta luego.
Yeah, see you. You're my brother. I'm still supporting you, okay? Don't worry.
See, you opposed me from the beginning of support. I get that way, Joe.
Better late than never.
Can we change the title? Alex, can you sort that out? Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to the Sporty Show. Yes, it's another Champions League watch-along. As per usual, I'm Sara, joined
By the one and only Sara.
Alex Ashmore.
Okay. Yeah, we've got Alex Ashmore somewhere in Morocco joining us on this one, and then we have
Shantelle in Senegal.
Oh, what? Big trip.
Well, yeah, she went with one of them supersonic jets.
Okay.
The one that they banned by France.
There he is, Mr. Alex Ashmore. Hello.
Hello, hello. Got some exciting football going on tonight.
It never ends here. The Champions League is non-stop. We do have Celtic and Bayern Munich. Alex, you're keeping close eyes on Feyenoord and AC Milan. And Shantelle, if you can hear me, I know you have eyes on Monaco and Benfica.
That is correct. I'll be keeping you up to date with everything on Benfica versus Monaco, and I just know that this will be a good one.
Yeah, I think so too. I think all these games, of course, you know, Clinton, last night, Real Madrid, City, when these two massive teams play one another, it does take away from some of these other matchups. But I do think we're going to see some good football this evening, as well as some goals.
For some reason, I'm not really expecting what happened yesterday to have some kind of repeat today, though.
In what sense?
I mean, in terms of, you know, how, will I say, very dramatic it was with Real Madrid, Manchester City, knowing it was the typical Champions League final kind of setting, and you know the whole twist and turns, Real Madrid coming back, winning at the final minute. Like, you know,
oh my God! Sorry, just an update already. It's 1-0 to Celtic. Alex Ashmore, Celtic, 1-1.
Is that
now
fine?
Clinton says it's not going to be drama. It's going to be drama. 1-0. The goal was taken back. Was it taken back?
Is that good?
Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming.
Yeah,
that's
but
already chaotic.
But remember, I said it's going to be a draw, right?
Did you say, that's fine. Clinton did say this one's going to be a draw. Just to update you guys quickly, it does look like that there was a goal early on for Celtic, but it was called back. Alex?
What happened there?
I mean, what a start for Celtic. I think that will buoy up the crowd. If it's a goal or not, that will buoy up the Celtic Park crowd. And,
It was Ida from Celtic. Sorry, Alex, just to give you an update. He was caught in an offside position, but this obviously shows you that Celtic are coming out guns blazing.
Nah, these guys, they have come with a lot of problems. They don't want peace. They want problems. Hey.
All right. Well, brilliant start here for us. Alex, your game is just starting, so we'll go to Shantelle right now. Shantelle, Monaco and Benfica well underway here.
Okay, saved. No, this one, as I said, should be a very interesting one. Now, Monaco, they're playing at home, so maybe they would have an advantage there. But the last time we saw Benfica versus Monaco in November, the favors was in Benfica's being that they won. So I just want to see how tonight will play out. It's kind of interesting that they have two persons on the bench who I was expecting to start. That would be Magasa and Sihir. Not seeing them in the starting is a bit eyebrow raising for me, but maybe they know something that I don't know. So I just want to see how that's going to play out for them.
Yeah, it is right, though. Benfica did beat Monaco last time around in the league phase, but it was 3-2.
Yeah.
Monaco did receive a red card in that game. But what that means is maybe once again we can see a lot of goals. Let's hope for that one. Alex, how are you doing? Feyenoord and Milan AKA the Santi Jimenez derby, because that's all I'm going to call it, is underway.
Yes, a bit of a late one here. We're 1 minute into proceedings here, and we're seeing Pascal Boschart, my best Dutch pronunciation there, who's been in charge all of 24 hours after the former final manager was sacked after a poor run of form, losses to PSV and Ajax. But we've got Wellenreuter in goal, Small, Hanko, Belin and Reed at the back, Timber, Milambo, Moda in the midfield, Paixão, Ueda and Musa up front, and then of course Santiago Jimenez up front for AC Milan, João Felix just behind, Christian Pulisic and Rafael Leao on the flanks with Fofana and Tijani Reinders in the midfield. Kyle Walker, Teor Pavlovic and Hernandez making up the rest of that back four with Mike Maignan, the captain, in goal.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Alex. And Clinton, you have your boy starting here for Bayern Munich. Michael.
Don't call Upamecano. Okay, Michael Olise, right? Yeah, because I.
I'm not even going to call him your boy anymore. Anyways.
No, I mean, he's still my boy, but you know, sometimes you make you feel like Upamecano is like that star boy of Bayern Munich. I mean, he's just somebody who, you know, sometimes.
When did anyone ever want? Nobody in their right mind has once said that. With all due respect. With all due respect, nobody has once ever said that.
But sometimes I feel like he takes one of them risky passes that's made me feel like, damn, I kind of like Upamecano, you know. No, he's one of those people whom, you know, he just does one of them sneak through stuff from behind. And you're like, hang on, who gave this guy this temerity? Who gave him the guts to be able to think as a defender, I can do this one? What's happened there?
Well, Alex, that looked like it was a shot on target from João Felix.
Yeah, we talked about João Felix obviously coming on loan from Chelsea, wanting to get some consistent minutes, and well, Conceição has put his faith in him, putting in that number 10 position in a really important match for AC Milan here. But
Wait, they scored! Somebody just scored!
What did I say about Paixão?
Paixão, I can't hear myself think over Clinton screaming, but Paixão has given Feyenoord the lead here. It's, well, a historic game because the last time these two sides met, Feyenoord went on to win the European Cup in Milan, beating, I believe it was Celtic in the final. So if they win tonight, maybe odds are in their favour to win the Champions League as a dark horse. I don't think so, but watch that one on the odds. So yes, 1-0 Feyenoord against the run of play.
Well, that is Paixão scoring his first Champions League goal of this campaign, but he does have 4 assists just behind the leader, De Ketelaere. This man is making a name for himself, and that was a big slip up from Mike Maignan. 1-0 to Feyenoord, the first goal of the evening across these 3 matches. You saw that.
Come on, but that's a keeper error, though. Like,
it is,
he should be saving that one.
He is going to be happy that it went in.
And it's rainy as well. It might be that the ball was just wet. Aye.
Yeah, those are always a bit tricky. Look at that celebration. All right, Shantelle, how are we getting on Monaco and Benfica?
Well, we just saw a very poor free kick. It was cleared. Not much is happening so far, but it's still early, so they'll pick up momentum eventually.
All right, so basically it's a boring game.
Hey, early days. We're only about 7 minutes.
It's still early.
Into
We're
these.
just 6 minutes in, man. Just give it more time to pick up.
Yeah, let's wait for it to, you know, get that momentum that she mentioned.
Let's, Clinton,
think-
go over, if you want, the lineup here for Bayern Munich. I want to know if you sub anyone in or out of this side. It's Manuel Neuer in the back, Guerrero, Dyer, Upamecano, Leimer, Kimmich, Musiala, Goretzka, and Sané, Kane, and Olise. So we know no Kim, no Gnabry, no Coleman, no Muller.
No Kane?
Kim.
Oh,
Kane's leading the line.
I'm like, wait, no
He's
Kane?
been on the television that we're watching. Would you make any
Well, I mean, there's a lot of games, though. But
Now, in terms of substitutions, now, if you look at that first 11 for Bayern, I don't think that, you know, there are any issues. Like I said, when you look at the defense, Upamecano is usually the one that, you know, is kind of shaky. That's the one I think strikers, you know, would always want to take advantage of. Now, I mean, when you look at it forward for Bayern Munich, Harry Kane, Leroy Sané, Jamal Musiala, whom on a good day we should be able to say that he's on that, he's one of those guys who would have said would be on that Mbappe type of conversation. But for some reason, maybe he's not really lived up to that. But you know, we will still not underrate his capabilities. You look at Michael Olise, who's come from Crystal Palace. We expected him to go to Manchester United. Maybe Who knows? He would have changed everything for the Reds, but you know he's now in Bayern Munich doing exploits. Now this Bayern Munich fact is I don't see any kind of change. I think Vincent Kompany started with his best, and you know Kimmich might just say okay because of age. Who knows? But you know we seem like that kind of Luka Modric standard. He might be able to do. Honestly, I think I'm happy with that one. Just allow it. Just allow it. Just allow it.
Okay, well, we do know what this Celtic Park crowd can do for a game. We saw a brilliant tifo and setup from them.
This is not who I was speaking about. I'm sorry. Ah, no.
Is it the
Go on.
dementia?
No, yeah, it might be. But no, but I was thinking about it. I wasn't talking about Joshua Kimmich.
Thomas Muller.
Thomas Muller. Thank you. Thank you. That was the one. I know. I was. For some, you know, I mean, listen. These names sometimes they kind of like go into the. I'm like, oh.
Brilliant.
You're almost as old as Thomas Muller, aren't you?
No, I mean, he's like a few years older than me, mate.
Is he?
Like, what, fam? Do you know that it's actually beautiful to be older? You know, you guys don't get it. Like, you don't understand what you miss. Do you know what it means to get into a club and they're not asking you for your ID? I mean, I know they still don't ask Alex. Though.
What's that phrase? Leave the football before the football leaves you.
And Teo Hernandez with a new fancy little haircut here. He's gone hot pink for this match. Take what you want with that. Shantelle, how are we getting on? Still 0-0?
Still 0-0, but I think Monaco might be feeding off the energy playing at home because we're seeing where they're having the better game right now. We just saw 2 shots from Akiluche. I'm probably saying that wrong. I always mispronounce his name. But they're looking very, very good right now. And I'm not seeing the Benfica that played Barcelona the other day. But again, it's still early stages, so there's still time for them to find form. But as it is right now, Monaco has the better form, and they're actually playing defense look good, midfield look good, even the forwards. So it's about time. Maybe we'll see a goal. If
All
Monaco
right.
continues playing like this, we could see a goal pretty soon because Benfica is not capitalizing on the opportunities enough for me right now.
Well, as we know, like Kelvin said on the Sporty show, that Monaco are going to try and do everything to get something out of this match because they know that they have to go to the Estádio de Sport de Lisbon e Benfica in Portugal next week. So they're going to want to do something in front of their home fans because playing away from home is always much, much more difficult. So we'll keep eyes on that game and we'll check in with Alex Ashmore.
Yeah, still 1-0 here. Feyenoord, the dominating side here. AC Milan not getting a look in and going forward. Feyenoord have been pressuring. They've had a few corners and AC Milan seem to be getting frustrated. Some early signs of perhaps the weather and the atmosphere and the goal going down 1-0 early on getting to these AC Milan players. And the worst start imaginable for Sergio Conceição because with this crowd, we know how animated they can get in Rotterdam. And I think it's looking, as a phrase I feel like I've used quite a lot in the last 3 days, an uphill battle for AC Milan already, and we're only 10 minutes in.
I'm quite impressed with what I see with Feyenoord, though. I mean, these guys are literally making
Did I not tell you this was going to be a good one? This is
I
so far the best 10 minutes of all three.
Surprised, for real, man. Sarah, are you beginning to use some kind of juju, bro?
Juju, bruv. If I was using Juju, bruv, Real Madrid wouldn't have won yesterday.
Did you see what Michael Olise has
Yeah.
done with,
There was a chance here for Elise. Save from the keeper, but just nearly. Bayern obviously pressing here. They do have a corner. What can they make of it? Elise stepping up to the spot.
Oh, man, I love this player. Don't understand. But that's a poor corner kick, though. Sincere.
Yeah, headed away easily from Celtic, but Bayern do still have the possession of the
I
ball.
sincerely want to see Celtic grabbing the first goal in this one, honestly.
Just
Because
to...
just to kind of lift spirits off, you know, just cause some kind of problems, get people to start talking, get the heart to start pumping, you know, a few liters of blood, let the stadium lit up.
It's very funny to see Kyle Walker in AC Milan jersey. Is it not, Alex?
It is, and well, he's adapted to life quite well in Milan. He made, well, one of his early appearances in his career. It's not often you get to say this, that one of your first appearances for a new club is against Inter Milan in a derby, and I think for him, for a game, for coming into a club like this, it's an honour for him to be able to play with, I said, one of the most successful clubs in Europe. And I think when you look at Kyle Walker, his pedigree at right back, he slipped off a little bit in the last 6 months, or 6 to 10 months, I think. We saw that dip in form over the Euros for England, but he's still a quality right back, and I think the City A is the perfect league for him.
Yeah, listen, I don't think he's going to be too upset right now with leaving Manchester City and the way that team is going right now. I mean, it's Milan for Manchester. Who wouldn't want to make that move out?
I mean, it's an obvious one when you look at the weather, although tonight it is absolutely tipping it down in Rotterdam. So
yeah, it's shocking.
All of the Milan players will be looking to Cal for some advice to play in this very Mancunian weather, as well, Milan have their first chance going forward. 12 minutes in, and Milan registering their first shot on target.
That was the first pass on target.
It's been a shaky start for the visitors here.
It has been. All right, Shantelle, I know you're keeping eyes on Monaco and Benfica, but just a quick update here that we're slowly edging to halftime of the Merseyside derby. 1-1 Everton and Liverpool. Were you suspecting maybe Liverpool to try and get another goal in this first half?
No, the X is not coming back, sorry.
Jesus.
Clinton, not too much, please. Not too much. We still have a second half. A lot can happen. And I know that we'll see more goals from Liverpool.
Are you sick?
Shantelle, no, I believe you though, because obviously you've got so much experience with, their behavior. So, we'll see. We'll see. And like I said, I always believe whatever you say. Oh la la. Nah, this is a very I'm loving what I see. I'm loving what Rafael Leao do something. This is one of my favorite wingers that I feel like is not well spoken about enough. Rafael Leao. I just love his behavior on the pitch. Plays with smiles, takes on players, dribbles. Takes all the risk. There's just something about him that's so special.
There are rumors that he might be the swap move for Milan and Chelsea, because Joao Felix has expressed interest in staying at Milan and going to the team full-time, not just on loan. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, would you be thinking they would be sacrificing Leao for Joao Felix?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm just saying these are the rumbles, these are the rumors. Obviously, the players' opinions come into play as well. Do they want to stay? Do they want to go? What do you think about that? Oh, my days. Sorry, just some pressure being put on by the Celtic keeper here. Bayern really pressing. We just saw a percentage of possession, and I think it was 68% Bayern Munich possession. 32 to Celtic, obviously. That's not great. Celtic playing on the counter here, trying to do what they can with the ball, but it's not much. Go ahead, Clinton, sorry.
No. I was literally saying that Rafael Leao is pretty much one of those household AC Milan players that I know if he goes, there's going to be some kind of drastic drop when it comes to the performance level. And I feel like he's one of those leaders in that team at this point. He's meant to be the Marcus Rashford of their team, but obviously a performing one. I'm not saying the third one, that's gone to Aston Villa. But no, I don't think that would happen, in my opinion. Definitely.
Shantelle, can we get an update from you here?
Well, we just saw a very reckless tackle. Yellow card issued. But nothing much has changed. We're still 0-0. And again, I'm waiting for Benfica to wake up, because Monaco is literally playing like a team who has nothing to lose. So they're literally giving it their all. But I'm still waiting for something from Benfica, actually. There's a bit of a pause right now. Okay, now we're back.
We know Benfica is a team that has the capability of scoring a lot of goals and doing a lot of that in the second half. So it might be a game of more of a second half kind of performance here, Never forget the Barcelona match. Never forget the Atletico match. So, I mean, they have it in them. Knockout football is it's so different. Everyone's a little bit more nervous. Alex, do you feel that there's a bit more tension in these matches, last night and obviously this evening as well?
Yeah, definitely. And because there's so much to play for in the first leg, the way you play in games like this can almost determine whether you're in this tie or out of it come the second leg next week. And we look at Manchester City last night against Real Madrid. They've still got that 1-goal deficit, but they are still very much in the tie. We look at Borussia Dortmund and Sporting Club de Portugal. Borussia Dortmund pretty much with both feet in that last 16, barring any real slip-ups. And it goes to show that, yes, it's a 2-leg game, so you've got plenty of time. But you put in a good performance and you put some distance between you and your opposition. You can almost put yourself in the last 16 before next week has even come around.
Well,
I mean, we've just seen Liverpool nearly steal a goal. It was close for.
oof.
Would that have been offside now? Ooh.
Yeah, bit of a rough tackle in here. It looks like it's
But then-
Luis Diaz.
Yeah, it was Luis Diaz, yeah.
Oof.
No, I mean, I think he was just a very good defender. Anyways, as for the Champions League games today, they're not giving me yesterday's vibes, man.
I think it's just because it's not Real Madrid and Man City.
Yeah, but
We did see Club Brugge score in the final minute with a penalty and beat Atalanta. Obviously, they were the big underdogs. It took until the final moment. A call was made, a penalty was given, and, you know, there was drama until the final moment. So maybe it could be tonight, too.
well, let's see. I mean, if you... Sometimes I believe in your jujus. I mean, maybe today might be one of those days where you might be right. Let's see.
Let
It's
us
halftime
see.
for Everton and Liverpool. Please, I just want that match to just go to one side. I want to look at these 3 Champions League games. Let's see what's going on, man. Bayern Munich, what's going on? It's just Celtic. You've got all the
man.
possession. We need these goals, man. Jesus Christ, give me something to talk about, bro.
Shantelle, do you miss Brendan Rodgers? Obviously, Celtic manager, former Liverpool manager.
What was the question?
Do you
If I
miss
miss
Brendan
him?
Rodgers?
No. Why would I miss him? That would make it sound as if like I'm ungrateful for what Slot is doing
Fair
with
enough.
the club right now.
Fair
So,
enough.
No, I'm quite happy with what we have
Feyenoord,
right
there
now.
might be a penalty call there for that one. Hey, Alex, what's going on? Talk to us on that one, bro.
You might just be right on that one, Clinton. I think we're going to get a look at VAR because it did look like a hand was involved there. Hard to tell with the fast pace of the game as the referee is stopping play and he's going to have...
Okay.
Is he going to have a look? I don't think he is. We're just having a look at the replay here as the ball comes across. And I think it looks like it strikes the underside of the elbow there. I think it's more of a... I think it hits the
Yeah.
back.
No, I don't think that one is a problem.
I don't think it's an option for VAR.
Yeah.
I don't think AC Milan have to worry about that one. But some pressure, more pressure here from Feyenoord as they really have put AC Milan on the back foot and they've come out into this first half 20 minutes in and they've been the stronger side. AC Milan not even getting a look in the final third.
Alex, we've seen, possession 57% to Feyenoord. And yeah, like you mentioned, they are the team that is pressing. They are the team that is controlling this match. And would you have expected it? I mean, we know it's in Rotterdam, but Kelvin on the Sporty Show was saying AC Milan has too much power, has too many good players, has a deeper bench, that he would back AC Milan in this.
It's one of the ones I honestly think it's 50-50. We've seen how inconsistent AC Milan have been this season. They had that fantastic win over Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, and then they go and lose to Dinamo Zagreb in Croatia. So it's really 50-50. The same with Feyenoord. They beat Bayern Munich, and then they go and get absolutely thumped by Lille in that last game. AC Milan haven't beaten a Dutch side since 2008. So it's we talk about juju, or whether it's voodoo, but there are some stats in the history book that don't go in the Italians' favour. But I really see this one being a 50-50 because they're both very good sides on their day, but both have the tendency to be very inconsistent. Obviously, Brian Pisk being sacked just 24 hours ago and appointing a new interim manager. So you never really know what you're going to get with these sides.
New manager bounce, though.
Possibly. Well, first 20 minutes, it's going perfectly.
Yeah, no kidding. Clinton, the feeling of today in the Sporty show and obviously here in the Watchalong is all about the juju, hey?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've mentioned it like so many times. I mean, you guys have not mentioned that word more since we've been on the Sporty show for months and months compared to just today alone. I've literally heard Alex. Alex was the British man who would hardly normally believe in anything juju. He's literally believes for some reason today. He's mentioned it quite a few times, and I'm quite impressed. It just shows that he's learning so fast. Who knows, he might end up getting a Nigerian passport if he uses his juju properly. You never know.
Shantelle, are you planning to get your Nigerian passport as well?
Nah, Shantelle still has a lot of people that we still need to come back into our life, man.
No.
So let's
No. I'm fine. I'm fine without. I do not want to share a passport with Clinton. I'm good.
Beautiful people come from Nigeria, just to let you know. It's a very huge pleasure. You know how many people trying to be Nigerian?
That's the Nigerian main character syndrome right there.
Not the main character. It's the privilege of being Nigerian. We are, that's what people want. But you can't.
And
get
I could say the same. I could say the same about being Jamaican. It's a privilege. It's an honor.
When you hear the word Jamaican, do you know what comes to mind? Do you want me to tell you?
Ben Johnson.
Alex,
say it.
can I just cut to you for a quick moment here?
Yeah, a chance here for Feyenoord as they're really putting AC Milan under pressure. The Rossoneri dealing with the attack so far, but Feyenoord really on top here in Rotterdam, and I think their fans will be really impressed with how they've started this game at such a high pace, putting in some really quick balls into that AC Milan box, and AC Milan struggling to deal with it so far, and it's not looking like it's going to stay 1-0 for long. I can definitely see another goal coming here for the home side, as we see Fofana might be the first AC Milan player to go into the book here with a challenge. And, well, Feyenoord have a free kick just on the edge of the box. And, well, it's been some unlucky moments for AC Milan so far, and that free kick and the foul, another one. So under pressure for AC Milan, and some work to do if they're going to get back into this tie.
And we'll just cut to you quickly, Shantelle, as there's a free kick just outside the area as well here for Monaco.
I am very frustrated with this match right now because, again, Monaco, we're 25 minutes into the match. Monaco has most of the possession right now. They're playing much better than Benfica. Not that I have a favorite, but I was expecting more from Benfica. And it goes back to how I feel about teams that show up in the second half, because I feel like that might be the case with this match where we see a better performance in the second half. Maybe Benfica needs Monaco to score to wake up. Then we'll see something. But as it is right now, not much going on. We've only seen 2 shots, 25 minutes in, and we've only seen 2 shots from Benfica. Monaco just attempted another shot, saved by the keeper. So Monaco is looking like the better team right now, which I wasn't expecting, being the record that Benfica has against this team and based on their performance so far. Also, I just want to say this match is not giving me Champions League football, because I'm seeing so many silly tackles that could have been avoided. I don't know, I'm just very frustrated with this match. I need them to pick up and give me more. I need more.
She wants more.
Stop.
Oliver.
No, I do. I have very high hopes for this match. And right now, I'm very disappointed in what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it looks like another chance for Monaco just there. But yeah, definitely they are the team that is pressing more. Meanwhile, Michael Elise in the area, but it wasn't enough there, Clinton, was it? Schmeichel was able to grab that ball, but sorry, what game am I looking at?
You're actually looking at the wrong game.
Not me calling Rafael Leao Michael Elise, because I saw him from the back. They're both wearing the dark jerseys. Alex, sorry, how about you tell me what just happened? Because I'm watching too much football.
Yes, it was a ball, a flick over the defender from Rafael Leao to João Felix, who had a collision there with the final keeper, who is down. Hopefully nothing too serious going on there, but an early... Well, a reprieve for AC Milan as they look to get back into this game. It's 25 minutes gone, and they're yet to have a real concrete chance. So a sign of hope here for AC Milan as Rafael Leao and João Felix link together for their first proper opportunity, let's say, of this first half.
Obviously, bad news for Feyenoord as their first string keeper. Wellenruther is on the ground, like you said, Alex. How crucial would it be if he was to come off for this match against Milan? How much would that change the dynamic?
I mean, you obviously never want to lose a keeper. You never want to lose any player to injury. And I think when you look at how perhaps the dynamic of this game, this opening 26 minutes, how it's gone really in Feyenoord's favour and they've been the better team, I think having this change and it perhaps might allow AC Milan to not get back into this game, but give them a little bit of hope that perhaps Feyenoord do have to maybe think about looking towards the defence. And, well, obviously their first choice goalkeeper being off the field would be a big blow for the Dutch side. So I think he's getting some treatment here and he's still on the floor, but judging by the collision, I don't think it's too serious. Obviously, it's early stages and he's slowly getting up towards his feet. So hopefully no changes needed here. And he looks like he's recovering and he should be good to go in a matter of moments.
Alex, just a fun little update for you personally, and it's that Nicholas Jackson has been ruled out of football until likely April through injury. Thoughts, concerns as a Chelsea fan?
I mean, an interesting one. Not good news. We've seen Arsenal losing Kai Havertz through injury today with a torn hamstring whilst on their Dubai mid-season, I guess let's call it a little training camp. But Nicholas Jackson, there's no way of beating around the bush. I think he has been a key player for Chelsea this season. He's had his inconsistencies and I think he's still yet to find that good form that he can go throughout all the season and score 30 or 40 goals. But you never like to see a player get lost to injury. Hopefully, though, we might see some of those other forwards. Thankfully for Chelsea, they do have options in that forward line, unlike Arsenal, where they are stretched rather thin. So bad news to see the player go out injured, but hopefully a quick recovery for Nicholas Jackson and some other options on the bench for Chelsea.
Clinton, Nicholas Jackson out until after the international break in March. Any thoughts from you? I have to ask. Don't even pretend.
Oh, man. Nicholas Jackson, my boy. I knew the question was going to come to. Hey!
Wow, that was
Bayern
some
Munich.
brilliant.
Sunny.
Yeah, that was great playing from Bayern Munich there. A little tiki-taka. Let's just rewatch this one. It's Jamal Musiala with the initial pass.
And he was on.
So Leroy Sané, who just couldn't get a foot on it. Kasper Schmeichel cleans it all up there, but Bayern had a decent chance there. Still 0-0 at Celtic Park. Sorry, Clinton. Nicholas Jackson.
Oh, man, you still came back to that, man. No, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's just a season for all the rubbish strikers to just, go rest for a bit. They've tried their best, and it's their time to... Hang on.
What are we doing? Bayern on the attack. They're in the area. Oh! Massive save by Kasper Schmeichel. Oh, my days. Bayern still have it. It still hasn't gone in. Wow.
Celtic were just so lucky on this one.
Harry Kane denied by Kasper Schmeichel. My, oh, my.
What?
Let's just watch.
Oof, okay, hang on. Look at that Feyenoord and Milan. Could there be a penalty shout there? Oh la la, hang on.
Don't think so, Clinton, but it's a chance here for AC Milan as they are slowly getting back into this game. They find themselves 1-0 down just under the half-hour mark and some work to do if they are to get back into this game. But positive signs for the visitors as they have had a few counter-attacks here and Feyenoord being made to keep their eye on that forward line as we see... the new hairstyle you talked about earlier. Some pink hair. Hard to miss him there if you're putting in a cross. And, well, AC Milan still on the attack here as the ball is sent in. It's a header across. Dealt with by the Feyenoord defence. So Milan slowly getting back into this and positive signs for the visitors. And, well, it's still on the attack here. A chance. Here's a shot. There.
Okay, I think Milan, they're knocking on the door. Though.
Reprieve for Feyenoord as João Felix has a little collision there and tussle with the goalkeeper. But, yeah, early signs, positive signs for AC Milan as they look to get back into this tie.
Celtic, though, with Bayern Munich, it doesn't feel like, I mean, that first 5 minutes, it felt like, okay, we're about to see some serious problems. But, this is 33 minutes into the game and they've not really posed any level of threat. They've just literally... It felt like Bayern Munich are just the ones... Oh la la, okay. Well, that was something from AC Milan again.
Santiago Jimenez, Alex.
Not quite a goal, but a ball across the box. AC Milan, as you said, Clinton, knocking on the door here. And tensions flying high as João Felix again having a word with some of the Feyenoord players here. Rafael Leao cutting inside and well, potentially a foul there. I think not too much in it. I don't think the referee has had a second look at it, but some pressure on Feyenoord here as AC Milan are slowly getting back into things, as we see, well, the goalkeeper here shouting at Rafael Leao and João Felix coming to the defence of his teammate. But yeah, some interesting developments here.
Okay. Is that a penalty?
That was either very good defending or a penalty. There's black and white here.
I think that was a penalty in my opinion.
I don't think he got the ball, but
No, he got the ball. He definitely got the ball.
no, the final defender was obviously muscling the AC Milan defender there. I think it was trying to get a replay here, but I don't think the referee is going to go to VAR on this one. So yeah, it remains 1-0. Obviously, Pashal with the opening goal inside 3 minutes, and
The only goal scorer, Alex.
the only goal of the night so far.
Well, not of the night, but of the 3 matches, yes,
The Champions
indeed.
League night, yes.
No, because we had Brugge beating Atalanta.
Of the 9 o'clock kickoffs.
Thank you. Come on. Shantelle, how are we doing? It looks like Monaco are still pressing Benfica, but haven't been able to make a meal of it just yet.
I said it last night, and I'll say it again. Possession means nothing if you're not converting it into goals, and that's what I'm seeing right now. Okay, I'm just hearing Clinton screaming in my ears.
Because there was just another chance for Feyenoord there. Sorry, Shantelle. They are really knocking on the door here for Milan, aren't they, Alex?
Yes, it was a chance there. I believe Feyenoord, well, they're obviously reacting to this AC Milan pressure here as Rafael Leao comes on the attack. He has the ball in the edge of the box.
Oof,
Shot
that's
well
good
blocked.
defending. Very
Going
good defending
behind
there.
for a corner. Here is Bilen with the block there. So Rafael causing some problems there on that left-hand side for the Feyenoord defence, as he's proven to be able to produce a few tricks there. I think, Clinton, you'll be glad to see one of your favourite players there over at AC Milan. I think has been troubled with finding some consistent form this season, and we talked about him over the summer at the Euros, how we would have liked to see him play a more important role in that Portugal team. But
Sorry, which player are we on about now, Alex?
Rafael Leao, who I think tonight has been the danger man on that left-hand side for AC Milan.
Yeah, I think
Ball is
he's
swept
literally...
in, it's well cleared as it comes back out to Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao and João Felix forming a nice little team on that left-hand side.
Yeah, I think so. So far, out of all of these 3 matches, definitely Feyenoord and Milan, the match of the evening. All of you saying it was going to be Celtic and Bayern. Listen, these 2 are evenly matched, and it just seems it's also very, very back and forth. Both teams having opportunities.
Oh, look at this attack by Fan. Okay, no.
Again, as we're saying, and all of you that are following the Premier League, the second half has kicked off at Goodison Park here. 1 Everton, 1 Liverpool. So we'll keep you posted on that one as well, because why not? A big match in the Premier League is always exciting. Meanwhile, Clinton, still 0-0. Celtic Park, 37 minutes in. I mean, this is a win for Celtic right now.
Yeah, no, honestly, Celtic, I don't think they are giving their fans what they paid for. They've not really seen them. They've not seen any kind of threats. Okay, hang on, maybe they are beginning to hear my voice. Who knows? They are hearing their original coach.
Well, it doesn't look like it. Shantelle, can we get an update from you?
Again, frustration. I need you guys to just check your pockets for me. I'm looking for a player. Alex, Clinton, Sara, check your
What's
pockets.
the name of the player, sorry?
I'm looking for Pavlidis. Like, I thought he would be showing up tonight.
Oh, he's actually
he's
here,
usually-
Wait,
He's
next,
ghosting.
he's next to a power bank here.
I'd reckon it'd be in Alex's pocket.
looking for
That's probably
energy.
the biggest.
No, because every match there's a player like I always look look out for, and he was my player to watch, being that he scored in the last match. He has 5 UCL goals for the season so far. But right now, I'm expecting some sort of impact from him, and I'm getting nothing. And the fact that Monaco has majority of the possession, they're the one taking the most shots. We're seeing very good defending from them. Benfica, oh my God, wake up. Wake up.
All right.
Imagine them having to listen to Chantelle's voice.
Don't
Damn,
say
man. That would be sweet.
Well, let's see. Let's see what they can do.
Nah, but Chantelle, don't downplay yourself, you know. You know, they might be listening. You got to tell them to wake up, man.
No, man. Okay.
Oh,
the thing
damn, she went
is,
Jamaican straight there, you know. Say, no, man.
the thing is, they are about to give us a second half performance. And I wanted something in the first half. Right now, we're just seeing the tension of the back and forth. Nothing much going on right now. I thought that would have seen a goal so far, but nothing. Who was it? Who scored?
That is a what unbelievable effort there by Shell, the winding run through that AC Milan defence and a curling effort over Mike Maignan, who could do nothing about it. Struck the upper side of the bar there and gone out for a goal kick. But Feyenoord reacting to this AC Milan pushback. This has been one hell of a game so far. We're about 7 or 8 minutes away from half-time. Feyenoord are still 1-0 up, but I can see some more goals in this one.
Definitely.
I just want to quickly slide in. Di Maria is warming up, so maybe some changes will be coming soon. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, it does look like El Fideo is on the sidelines warming up. I'm trying to just figure out who got the knock here on Benfica, but it seems like all players are back on the pitch, and that was just a little precautionary warm-up, but I'm sure we will see him in the second half of this game if you want a game changer. And Di Maria is not a bad option at all. We'll keep eyes on that. Feyenoord are absolutely smashing it right now.
No, I am literally loving what I see so far.
Yeah. Wish you could say the same.
Yep.
Ooh, wish you could say the same about Michael Olise and Bayern Munich.
I mean, I don't think, definitely the game has not lived up to the expectation, which I'm not surprised. Is a Celtic versus Bayern. We're not going to expect Bayern to.
I'm not convinced by Bayern anyway.
I mean, I'm not convinced either. But maybe if they were playing a Barcelona or something, we would have seen a way better game.
We did. We saw Barca pump them 4-1.
Yeah, no, but exactly, that was 4. You see what you just said, 4-1 meant
Well,
that
you
that
were
was
excited
a good
for.
game. Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah,
that
but
was,
now they're playing
Nah,
Celtic.
but, like, and I would have expected more. Like if there was, say, for example, 2-3 goals already in first half.
You wouldn't
I
be
think
surprised.
exactly.
Yeah. I do think Feyenoord though and AC Milan is the best match. They're the most evenly matched teams. I mean, like it's just, I love to see it. I love to see it. Good stuff.
No, I'm quite impressed with Feyenoord for real. That performance, the performance they are putting up currently, it's quite impressive.
It's a corner kick here for Bayern Munich.
What's a control? Look, you still have Feyenoord control.
Joshua Kimmich, not Thomas Muller, taking that corner, by the way, just in case you got confused.
Oof! I've just seen Kyle Walker. I can't believe it's very
It's weird, huh?
It's really weird, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. Oh my days, oh my days. Alex Asper, can you talk to me a little bit, please?
Feyenoord pressuring this AC Milan defence, but AC Milan coming on the counter-attack here as we've got Rafael Leao on the run. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Is he going to get the shot off?
Why did you not cross the ball?
Well tackled there. I believe that was Hanko with the tackle there.
Pass the ball. He had to pass the ball.
A wonderful
Okay, what's
opportunity.
going
The
on?
referee is, he's pausing play. I think he's, getting treatment on for
Right.
Rafael Leao there. And the final goalkeeper, Wellenreuter, who is down once again. Rafael Leao again down on the floor after that poor opportunity there. He squandered. He really should have managed to get a shot off, at least on target, to test the goalkeeper there. And, both of them, Wellenreuter and Rafael Leao, coming off the worst here as they're both receiving treatment inside their own penalty area. Wellenreuter actually looking quite serious at the moment as he's lying flat on his back.
Yep.
I think it might have been a collision of the heads there. Hopefully nothing serious. But a squandered opportunity nonetheless for Rafael Leao and AC Milan as it remains 1-0 with 41 minutes on the clock.
You would wonder, though, Alex, we obviously saw Rafael Leao with the breakaway, but I believe it was Christian Pulisic who was running alongside him, completely open. The keeper was going out of his area to target Leao. Look, and you can see on the far side of your screen here.
I think it is quite probably the case of Leao. Tunnel vision.
But you see the problem?
Pulisic on his left-hand side.
Nah, but that's the thing. But these are...
Oh,
I mean-
sorry. I'm just watching this again.
It was a...
Rafael Leao looked like he went back in to hit the keeper.
Oh, sorry. I mean, that was Everton. Just
I know
close to
what you were
scoring.
watching. Chance for Everton here. Oh, la la. It's Decore with a header, and he's just gone wide, though. Rafael Leao, Alex, is walking around, and so is Wellenwerder.
Yes, both up, which is good to see, but a missed opportunity there for AC Milan, as I said, and well, they've managed to get themselves back into this game after an early period of domination from the Dutch side, and it's been end-to-end. It's been really entertaining, with Paixão really causing some problems for that AC Milan right-hand side, Kyle Walker being the man on that right back, in that right back position. So a really entertaining
Look at this.
game.
Look at this. AC Milan. Olise just gave us a golazo. Like, this literally the kind of goals he scores, you know. Like, did you see that goal, man?
No, this was filthy. This was a pistolero. My
love
goodness
this.
gracious. Michael Olise gives Bayern Munich the 1-0 lead, and it was no ordinary goal at all.
That was a, I don't know what to define that one as.
A
man.
screamer.
Honestly, that was next level.
screamer.
But you know the funny thing, he wasn't even a screamer to me though, because these are the kind of goals he's used to scoring in Crystal Palace. Like, he always does this, and then he scores, and he just acts like he's not, giving some kind of crazy goal. He just.
Yeah, it's a brilliant run there. And that's a Pumacano passing the ball to him, Clinton. That isn't a Pumacano assist.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Alex Ashford,
My
yes,
two guys.
Pumacano assisting Michael Olise.
Oh my God.
It's a great day for KlintonCod.
It's, I mean, I'm just looking at that goal back there. A wonderful finish from Elise. And Paixão up against Kyle Walker again on this left-hand side for Feyenoord, running rings around the English defender. And, well, Feyenoord have a corner here. So far, really impressed with Paixão's performance. And Kyle Walker, well, 6s and 7s so far here in Rotterdam.
Well, it is going to be halftime here at Celtic Park. 1-0 to Bayern Munich in the final minute. Michael Olise, maybe the goal of the week right now. Let's see what else we have. Maybe could he do another? I don't know.
Yeah,
We could see.
I am so happy he went to
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, because I felt like we've always known he wasn't a Crystal Palace standard player,
Sure.
man. He was just there, like, giving them everything he had for a team that are not ready to. God, man, nah. I'm happy he's shining. Like, people are beginning to see it on the global stage right now. The talent is crazy. Like I said, this is not even that's a screamer goal. But for me, I'm used to seeing that from Michael Olise. It's just so normal.
A penalty shout here for Feyenoord. I think it might just be outside the area.
Let's see.
I don't think we're going to get a replay just yet, but we have Paixão down here holding his knee. The referee does eventually stop play. Timber going over to the referee to protest, and, well, a few of the AC Milan players also surrounding the official there. It looked like a nasty collision there. Paixão, I believe it was up against. As we have a look here, he collects the ball, and it's Hernandez who trips him up.
Nah, that's definitely. Is that a free kick? Okay, it's definitely a free kick.
It's a free kick.
It's a free kick, yeah.
Outside the area.
According to the rules, which have recently changed, that where the contact starts is where the foul is given. So if that isn't given a free kick to Feyenoord, they'll be very confused, as it was a clear foul from Hernandez there on Paixão.
Just a moment ago, Alex, I heard our producer Ben saying "Allez le bleu" because of Upamecano and Olise, but I didn't hear it for that foul from Hernandez. So we'll keep you posted on that one. Shantelle, I see Antonio Silva went wide of the target there. Benfica looking like they're turning on a bit more, are they not?
Yeah. I was about to say I was this close to start sitting here looking like Pep when things are going badly, just looking stressed. But Benfica has finally woken up, and we're seeing a bit of a more action right now. So,
No.
what's happening?
Sorry, Shantelle. This AC Milan and Feyenoord game is going bananas. Alex, there was a chance there for Leao, and he crossed it in, but they didn't make anything of it.
They didn't make anything of it, but Pavlovic there making the most of that clearance to thump it into the crowd. But yes, Feyenoord on the back foot once again. Rafael Leao causing some problems on that left-hand side with a really windy run, sneaking through the defensive line and trying to get the cross in, but not finding the right man to get the shot off. Feyenoord, well, with some defensive work to do, but we are into added time. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds gone into the 3 minutes allotted.
Okay, we're at halftime now for Benfica
so,
versus Monaco.
Yes, some end-to-end action here in Rotterdam. Feyenoord with a chance here just before the half as the ball looks like it's gone out there for a corner to Feyenoord. And, well, a chance here just before the break. Can Feyenoord double their lead here against AC Milan? I'll keep you up to date here as the corner gets taken, as the players all head to the centre circle. Seeing a reminder of that Paixão goal in the 3rd minute for Feyenoord, as the corner here gets ready to be whipped in. So the classic curve of the Kuip there. Ball goes in and won't find the head or foot of anyone as AC Milan look to come on the counter-attack here. Can they make the most of this chance? No, they can't. It's well defended there by Feyenoord, who clear the ball forward as Mike Maignan will collect the ball here. It's just over 30 seconds to go here in Rotterdam in the first half. AC Milan perhaps with one last chance. Theo Hernandez plays the ball to Rafael Leao, who's been brilliant on that left-hand side, who skims past the defender, puts the ball in the box, but there's no one on the end of that cross, as I think Feyenoord will be happy to let this one run out. Just 20 seconds to go here, as I think we have a foul there. No foul
Nope,
given.
definitely no foul.
As, well, AC Milan maybe do have one last chance here with 10 seconds left on the clock. As Pavlovic coming forward as he is fouled just outside the area. And I think we have a free kick here for AC Milan, as it looks like Musa is going to go in the book for Feyenoord potentially.
Tactical foul there, trying to slow the play down.
Yep.
Wants halftime more than anyone else. Sometimes you have to make that decision. Not bad. Look, I'm thinking it'll be one more play for AC Milan here with a free kick, and then
I think that will be all she wrote in this first half, as we, well, no yellow card for Musa, but a foul given.
fair
AC Milan get ready. Pulisic lining up over this free kick. Can the American deliver across to get on the end and find someone in that box and level the scores here in Rotterdam? The ball is swung in, finds a Feyenoord head as the ball gets clear here. There's AC Milan looking to get one final cross in before the referee blows his whistle for half-time. And I think that might be all she wrote here as the ball goes out for a throw-in to Feyenoord. And we're just waiting on confirmation here to see if, and I'm pretty sure that is it. Half-time here at the Kuip. Feyenoord 1, AC Milan. What a first half. Clinton, are you reacting to a chance in the first minute of the Celtic Bayern Munich?
I didn't see it, so yeah, sorry, man. I had to react to that one. Hang on. Hey, sorry. I literally,
I can't.
I can't believe that some Celtic ended up
I know.
playing all that rubbish. Oh my, hey.
Well, there you have it, guys. It is halftime across the board. 2 goals in these 3 matches. 1 from Paixão and Feyenoord 3 minutes into the match, and 1 in the 45th minute from Michael Elise, giving Bayern Munich the lead at Celtic Park. 0-0 at Monaco and Benfica, but lots and lots of time. And as it stands, 1-1 at Goodison Park still. But some changes have been made. Trent Alexander and Curtis Jones have come in for the Reds. Shantelle, will come to you first. And before we get into Liverpool, let's just go over the first half of Monaco and Benfica. Your thoughts and what they need to change in order to score, whether it's Monaco or Benfica in this one.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Monaco. And I always feel like when teams play at home, they have an advantage in the sense of they can feed off the energy. They want to impress the fans. And I feel like that's what I'm seeing with Monaco. We've seen where they've taken a lot of chances. We've seen goals that I felt like could have been goals missed. And they're actually they were playing like the better team at first, and then Benfica finally woke up and we saw more shots coming from Benfica. Now, Otamendi, I feel like I might have had too much expectations coming into this match because, again, I wouldn't have expected it to be nil. For halftime, I was expecting at least a goal from Benfica. But hey, here I am. Otamendi, I need more. I need to see more from him in the sense of, like, I'm used to him being more present in a sense, and I'm not feeling him tonight. I must say, though, for Monaco, Zakaria, he's playing really well. I've seen where he has created a lot of chances. And in terms of, like, what I would change, the change would be more for Benfica. Because, again, I keep repeating myself, like, you can have the possession, but if you're not converting it to goals, it makes no sense. So maybe they might want to, let's see, bring on Di Maria. Maybe he's the answer. But right now, I'm kind of disappointed with Benfica. And again, I came into this match with high expectation because that match against Barcelona, it lives in my head rent-free because I think that they played really well. So I was expecting that high level of energy, tactical wise, just their approach to it, but not seeing that so far. So let's see. And being that they won Monaco the last time, I was just expecting them to cruise through this match. And I'm sitting here like Pep, very stressed out because wake up. I want to be in that locker room right now asking what's going on.
You want to ask them Wagwan?
Yeah, Wagwan, wake up.
I mean, it's Champions League football. It changes all the time. Anything can happen. Could it be former Liverpool star Minamino to maybe make that difference for Benfica, Shantelle? We could see him coming on. We know he could be dangerous. Speaking about your Reds, though, 1-1. We're about 65 minutes into the match. As mentioned, Trent Alexander-Arnold on for Connor Bradley. And well, so Curtis Jones, there we go, on for Gravenberch. Just a little blip there. How are you feeling
about that? I just want to give Curtis Jones his flowers because last season, oh my days, I would yell, I would shout, and I'm actually happy that he has stepped up and he's having some sort of impact on the team right now. With Liverpool, they stress me out a lot, and I love them to death. But Liverpool is what I keep mentioning. They're second half merchants. They will sleep through the first half, and then in the second half, you'll see, for example, McAllister scoring. Maybe a slice surprises us. You never know.
Cody
But
Gakpo?
Connor Bradley, what was that?
I said Cody Gakpo.
Or a Gakpo who we've seen
I'm
is
just mentioning the
shining
names
this
of your boyfriends
season.
and I come back with goals.
Clinton. But I just want before, because like I will literally go on and on and on and on and on about Liverpool. But I just want to say, I'm not trying to be biased here, but if they play like the team I know that they are, it should be an easy win. So come on, Reds.
All right, let's see. We do have about half an hour left in this match. Alex, let's talk about arguably the best match of the evening. Feyenoord 1, AC Milan 0. Now, AC Milan, even with all their star power, all these players that they have starting, it hasn't been enough. Now, my question to you, Tammy Abraham.
I mean, I don't know whether it's. I think this game is calling out for someone to grab it by the horns and really take control. We've seen both teams have their moments and periods of domination in the first half, and both teams with their opportunities. Rafael Leao and João Felix teaming up really well on that left-hand side for the visitors.
He's ruled out on offside.
Offside. So,
Clinton, I need you to stop because right now I feel like you're jinxing and you're throwing juju on Liverpool, so not too much on celebrating and rooting for Everton. Thank you.
All right, okay. I've heard you, Wagwan, man.
But no, I think
What you're saying.
this game is calling out for someone to come and really take control, and a really quiet first half from Santiago Jimenez against his former side. He's not been getting involved at all in this game, and we've seen Christian Pulisic, Rafael Leao and João Felix being the focal points of that attack for AC Milan, and then Paixão being the real key for Feyenoord going forward on that left-hand side up against Kyle Walker, and Kyle Walker really having some difficulties dealing with the Feyenoord winger there. And it's been a fantastic first half. It's been entertaining. For the neutral, this is all you want, and I think we'll definitely see some more goals in that second half. But yeah, I think maybe a Tammy Abraham up front for AC Milan could be the key here, because maybe it's a case of Santiago Jimenez just not quite being able to get into the game against his former side. They obviously know where his strength is, so I imagine they would have studied him quite heavily throughout the week coming into this game. So maybe they've got his number tonight. So maybe it's time for a fresh face on that AC Milan striker position.
Speaking about fresh faces, Liverpool making 2 subs. Cody Gakpo and Andy Robertson are out. Shantelle for Tsimikas and Darwinho Nunez. Thoughts, concerns?
Wait, what?
Darwin Nunez and Tsimikas coming in.
Okay, I'm going to trust Slots, but I would have made those subs. Being that, okay, my thing is with Darwin Nunez, I feel like he puts me on a mental and an emotional roller coaster, because every time I'm like, okay, he's not going to score, he scores. Or we'll see him miss after miss after miss after miss, and then he scores like 80 yards out. I don't know how he does it, but he finds a way. So maybe it will be one of those nights, hopefully, because we need that goal. But Tsimikas, why? Slot, why? I need him to explain to me, like I'm 5, that change, because I don't understand it. But he knows what he's doing. He's a manager. He makes the calls. And I just pray that it works in our favor. And I just want one more thing. Jota, Diogo Jota, if that man could just stay fit, man, Darwin Nunez would sit on that bench and warm that bench. Because if it were up to me, he would not get game time. I'm tired. I am tired, Darwizi. But again, Slot might know something that I don't know. Maybe Darwin is trying to, maybe he'll impress me tonight. So fingers crossed. But I just don't understand the subs though, but fingers crossed.
One Diogo Jota to another Jota of Celtic is warming up here at Celtic Park. It looks like some changes are going to be made here. And Clinton, they have to make some changes. They're down 1-0. They have nothing to lose. They need to go out guns blazing. They need to try and get something at home because they have to go to Munich. And we know that playing in Germany is quite difficult. So what do you expect from this? Do you need a nap?
Honestly, I'm just looking at that Celtic. For me, no, honestly, I know I took off my glasses and, it's just costing
all of a sudden.
Yes, and
now it's your bedtime, Clinton.
Oh, my days.
Now, the Celtic, I'm not very impressed with Celtic. I feel like they should not be, competing in Champions League football, if you ask me. They are not giving me that vibe of we've come here to compete. You don't have all these visitors come to you and you perform in front of your fans the way they are currently performing. It's almost like it's not just me feeling like it's boring. I mean, look at some of the fans watching us on YouTube. You can see somebody saying these are boring. Celtic, they are not. If not for the beautiful goal by Michael Olise, I would have said it's probably the most boring game in the Champions League football today. And I've pretty much enjoyed Feyenoord versus AC Milan so far.
This game was not.
And I felt like I wish we were just concentrating on that one. These other ones, honestly, it's not really lived up to his expectations. There's pretty much nothing to speak about them. It's just people passing balls around, taking balls to throw-ins.
That's how I feel about Monaco versus Benfica.
I mean, that is what it is.
I was expecting more actions.
Pretty much what it is.
I think Monaco and Benfica has been better than Bayern Munich and Celtic. So there's at least been some more opportunities created.
No, in the sense of it not living up to expectations. Like, I feel like I came into this with high expectations.
Guys, we have a lot of time still. There's 45 minutes of football left. Anything can happen. We all know that better
and it's
than
Champions
anyone.
League.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, second half is usually our one problem.
Yeah.
part of the game.
Listen,
and-
what did we see yesterday? Pardon me.
Yeah, no, absolutely true.
Well, it's been. Second half is kicked off. Wow, I can't speak. The second half is underway at Celtic Park here. The first match to start. And let's see what Celtic can do. No substitutions made for Celtic. None made for Bayern Munich. Same players on the pitch. But Celtic need to do something and need to do something soon if they want to get anything out of this match. So we'll keep eyes on that as well. 1-1 at Goodison Park still. 72 minutes into this match. Oh my days, what a save! And it's a goal for Liverpool. Mohamed Salah.
Salah scores.
Oh my God, the save could have been so good. Mohamed Salah, it's 1-0.
That's what I'm talking about.
You didn't mention Salah though. You mentioned everybody else but
That's
him.
true. That's
No.
true.
I literally said no. I
No, we didn't
literally
hear you.
said
I said
that
Salah
their
to you,
second
actually.
half
you-
merchants, they're coming. They're
Yeah, but
coming.
you
It
didn't
can
mention-
be
you didn't
anyone.
mention
Salah. Sorry, mate.
That's not what
No,
we're
because
talking about.
that's obvious. But in the sense of like they will, it will be a random goal scorer.
You didn't mention Salah. Just end it there.
Alex, it's 2-1 to, I know your match isn't underway yet. It's 2-1 to Liverpool. Mo Salah just getting on the board here. Everton really had some chances though, but they weren't able to capitalize. And, you know, the Egyptian does what he does.
As usual.
Do you expect this to stay 2-1? Do you expect another goal from Liverpool, or is Everton going to equalize?
I think this is very much the story of Liverpool this season. They have their moments where they don't look like they're on top, but once they do come through, and Salah coming up trumps against there, he's been, I think, the best player in Europe this season. He's on form when you need him. Whenever you need him, he pops up and he gets a goal, he gets an assist. And unfortunately for Everton, not quite to be. And I think David Moyes will be disappointed with the way that second half has started, because they obviously came into this game, they took the lead and they had 2 clean sheets in their last 3 games, and winning a few games since he's taken over to really put some distance between them and the drop zone. But we always talk about derbies, form goes out the window, and I think Liverpool should be able to, and I can see them holding on to this lead. And, well, going into the second half of this second half, I think Liverpool might even be able to add a third.
Well, that was long, Alex.
I know. Ballon d'Or right now. Are we giving it to Salah?
Yeah.
So far, yeah.
Alex seems pretty much very convinced.
Salah's my Ballon d'Or at the moment.
Not Vinny again?
Okay, well.
No Mbappe?
Nope.
Not
There's 2
Rafinha?
players.
There's 2.
It's between Rafinha and Salah right now, and I think the rest are miles below those 2. I think there's a lot of time for that to change, but I think those 2 are the best performing players across Europe, and the rest are a little bit, beneath them. All right, well, Shantelle, you should be happy about Liverpool leading, and maybe that will also give Monaco or Benfica some incentive to score some goals.
Hopefully, we're into the second half right now, and I must say Benfica, maybe they've heard me going on and on and on about them needing to wake up, because we're seeing them play like I was expecting them to play. So hopefully it should be only up from here. Maybe we'll see some goals.
Oh my
What a
days,
golazo by Harry Kane.
And it's a
Damn.
cross in, and Harry Kane volleys it in. 2-0 to Bayern Munich. Some brilliant football. Some brilliant football from Bayern.
Oh, man. Now, it's a brilliant football from these Premier League stars, man. Jesus Christ.
Wow, that is not the way Celtic wanted to start this second half.
Celtic should get out, man. Rubbish.
Horrible. Let's just watch the
That's a waste.
replay before we go to Alex Ashmore here.
Kimmich waste out.
Corner from Joshua Kimmich, and Harry Kane.
Oh,
Brilliant
no.
play,
That
but
was beautiful, man.
It was beautiful, but one thing I will say, absolutely not one
defending.
Celtic
Yeah, I know,
player.
I know.
He is completely open at the back of the net,
Just
and he
him,
has
you know.
to score that every single time, and he does. Brilliant work
That was
from Harry
a volley, though.
No, it was, but Celtic are going to be kicking themselves. Alex, you can't leave Harry Kane alone like that.
No, and that's what separates the good sides from the brilliant sides. And Celtic, they would have obviously come into this game thinking that they can hold Bayern off, but with the attacking talent they have, you can't leave anyone unmarked, like you said. let alone Harry Kane back post. You know he's going to finish 100 times out of 100, and he's done very well there to hit the ball into the back of the net, and I think that.
I'm sorry. Can we go to Shantelle really quick? Because Benfica's doing it.
Shantelle, talk to us, man.
Okay, my stream is slow. We have a goal.
Oh, wow, okay.
We
Sorry
have
for
a
Shantelle.
goal. Finally. We have a goal. It was a nice build-up.
Yeah, now we have a goal from Benfica.
It's Benfica.
And there
Probably
he
this.
is, people. Calvidis that I was looking for. Okay, my stream froze. Okay, here we are. I'm watching the replay right now. You see?
Yeah,
There it
brilliant
is.
chip.
His sixth goal. This is what I wanted in the first half, but it's fine. I'll take the second half. I will take it in the second half, and again, it's only up from here.
We've just had 3 goals in just the second halves of these games, like quick.
3?
Well, one from Liverpool, one from
Oh, okay,
Bayern.
we're counting Liverpool. I see what you're saying. Fair enough, yeah. 6 goals in 9 matches for Pavlidis. What's really exciting here, Shantelle, is that, Monaco was dominating the first half. Now Benfica have scored, so maybe this will now push Monaco more. This could be a very exciting second half between these two sides now.
Nice, so I don't have to sit here looking stressed out like Pep. Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
So Pep is now the SI unit of stress. Wow.
Yes.
Crazy, man. I feel for that man. If
Have you
Shantelle is
never
using
seen
him-
his reaction? Have you ever seen his reaction on, like, when the camera pans in on him and he's just there like, yeah.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think there's anyone who's not seen it, to be honest.
Jesus. All right, Alex, let's jump to you because the second half is underway. Feyenoord, Milan. And I did see that there was a substitution for Feyenoord.
Yes, AC Ueda has come off for Julian Carranza, and the only change at half-time for the home side, AC Milan opting to stay with the same 11 that ended that first half, and a lot to play for in this second half. Feyenoord still 1-0 to the good, but we've seen both sides have their chances and have spells of possession, and I think this could go either way. It's all about this first 15 minutes and who can take control in this game and really put their stamp on this tie heading into the game next week at the San Siro.
Absolutely. I really want to see Santiago Jimenez score in this game, Alex. I don't even need the Rossoneri to win this game. I need the storylines here. I'm here for the storylines this evening.
I mean, you can see it. The papers in Rotterdam tomorrow morning will be slating him if he does score. I can't imagine he'll celebrate, but it would be certainly a hero to villain story for Santiago Jimenez.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll keep an eye. Once again, just seeing that replay, Clinton, that was a brilliant goal from Harry Kane.
Definitely.
Ooh.
Would you think Nicholas Jackson would score that one?
I don't want to answer that question. I don't want to answer.
Alex, would Nicholas Jackson score that goal from Harry Kane?
Sorry, we got to cut to Shantelle really quickly because this game is kicking off.
So red card.
Yeah.
No, she's only just seeing it. So.
Yellow.
No, it's a red.
Oh, it's a.
Okay, we got to give her a minute there because there's a delay. There's a potential
There's a
penalty
delay
check
going
over
on
here
here.
now for Celtic as well. Oh my days! Oh my days! I don't want peace. I want problems.
Man, Feyenoord just nearly choked in another one.
No.
Okay, look at that run from Rafael Leao. Look at that. Look at Rafael Leao. Nah.
All right, well, right now we've seen Al Musrati of Monaco being sent off. Shantelle, you fill us in, and then we'll jump back to the Celtic game and see this penalty check.
Hang on, what's happened?
This is what I was saying in the first half. We've seen reckless tackles after reckless tackles. I should have called it. I should have called a red card in this game because since minute 1, we've been seeing things like this. But hey, I'm here for the storyline, for the plot, as Sara said. So
Movie actress. Okay.
Oh my God! All right, well, that's
I guess
gonna
this will
be...
add some drama, some motivation.
I knew it. She watches a lot of Netflix.
Meanwhile, over here at Celtic Park, we do have a potential penalty check for Celtic, or rather in favor of, excuse me, Celtic. Referee's taking a long time here. Let's see. He's going to the monitor now, which usually indicates that this will be a penalty.
Is this for who?
This is a penalty, could be for Celtic in favor. Let's go for it. Let's go for a penalty. Could be 2-1, 55 minutes in. And against you, boy, at the beginning.
Beautiful save.
Where's the French now? Where's the French, Ben? Our producer is French.
No.
He whispers things.
It wasn't him. It was he's done nothing.
He absolutely he stepped on his
He
foot.
did,
What do
he
you
did,
mean?
he did.
He did nothing. Cleats up.
He did. Oh la la. It did. Yeah. I think that looks like a penalty.
That's a bit unfortunate there.
No. That looks like a penalty.
You can't be doing stuff like that.
Yep.
It's a penalty all day.
Literally in the box as well.
Yeah. But you know what? This is good. If Celtic can get a penalty here, if they can score, we got.
I mean, this is what I love to see, actually. I mean, if it was like, say, 3-0 now, I would have been like, I don't want to watch that game again. Let me see something else. But yeah, I think the game is about to start again. Oof, that must be painful. Ouch. Come on, ref, what are you doing, man? Just go give the stuff. Let's carry on with this game, man.
We were talking about this on the show the other day, where sometimes they take so long
Like, I
to
don't
look at the
understand this
simple
stuff,
ones.
man. It's very simple to just...
And then the difficult ones, they're not paying attention. It does seem quite strange. All right, he's still looking here.
Bro, this is... Even a blind man will see this so easy, you know?
My, oh my.
Or is he trying to check, okay, maybe the guy puts his, like, is he trying to say, okay, that was just a natural position for my leg to go, and then you put your legs on my natural position? Is that, it might be this is what he's trying to analyze.
We have an answer here. Let's see what the ref decides at the end. It will be a...
Penalty.
No penalty?
No penalty. Okay, see?
All right, he doesn't want problems. He wants peace. He wants Bayern to win. Fine. No penalty on Angles of Pumacano. Maybe a little bit lucky with this one, but fair enough. They did check it, and yeah, like Clinton said, it could have been natural position. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe Bayern might have gotten away with one here, but nevertheless, 2-0 to Bayern Munich. Alex, let's check in with you.
Still 1-0 to Feyenoord here. We've got Paixão down on the floor here as we see a yellow card given to Thior there for, I believe, a challenge didn't quite see in real time. But Feyenoord's, well, let's have a look at the replay here, and it looks like a collision. It's a straightforward collision. He wasn't even going for the ball, and Paixão is down on the floor holding his midriff. It looked quite a painful collision there. Still 1-0. AC Milan have had their chances. They've tried to get back into the game, but I think Feyenoord are holding on for now and managing to keep the Rossoneri at bay.
All right. Well, very interesting. I don't know, Clinton. The more I think about that, the more I think the ref may have gotten that one wrong.
No, I feel so, you know.
I'm
just looking at you again. No, I agree.
I mean, nowadays,
I
what
totally
penalties
agree.
are.
Trust me. I looked at you again and I'm like, hang on. I think that might
A shame for Celtic because obviously they are down 2-0. That boost of being down only 1-0, if they could have converted.
What was that rubbish from Beto? For real?
I missed that one, unfortunately.
Come on, man.
Let's just watch that replay here. Oh, you're talking, yeah.
No, I mean, he had two players just on his right. Literally,
Yeah.
to just take. Nah, that was rubbish.
Chantelle, how's this game heating up now? I see that Florentino will be missing the next match for Benfica, which is not good.
The next match, oof. But it's getting a bit festive over here. And finally, they somehow heard me. Sorry, I was just watching the replay. Yeah, Florentino out next match. But Monaco, again, I'm really impressed with how they're playing, even though they're down a player. They still, now they're making a change. So Magasa is on. I was actually surprised that he didn't start, actually. But no, that's the player I will be watching, of course. And it's heating up. So I'm happy to see that the second half is going as I would want it to go. Well, I could do without the red cards, of course, but, you know, it's football. And it's finally looking like Champions League football now. There's more action, there's more drama, there's more things to watch. So it's good over here.
Guys, you know, I'm just looking at this Everton and
Yeah.
Liverpool. Just knowing that Ashley Young is literally probably the oldest player in Everton, still playing.
About your age, no?
Yeah, what's happened, Alex?
Looks like there's a chance there for Feyenoord as the ball just goes past the edge of the post. I don't think Mike Maignan was in any trouble of making a save there, but Paixão continuing to cause trouble on that left-hand side for AC Milan as we see Pavlidis there just managing to shield the shot off and guide it wide. But Paixão has been a real danger man on that left-hand side for Feyenoord, and I think, well, a performance that may put him on notice for some other teams in Europe.
Yeah,
Ashley Young though, he still looks kind of young, you know.
looks the same.
Yeah, the same for
Looks
real.
exact
My
same.
man has been in football for God knows, and he still looks like he's only just been, you know, signed to his second.
Oh la la!
Rakatalabala.
Jordan Pickford, big man, getting a massive save here.
From
Mo Salah
Salah
tries to
again.
make it 3-0, just heading over to the Merseyside derby. And Pickford did well to get that. Shantelle, you'll be happy to know, though, that Diogo Jota has entered this match. Even if it's just for the last 5 minutes, he is on the pitch here.
Again, that's one of my favorite players, and my wish for the season was for him to stay fit. But here we are. Hopefully I can get a Jota goal and my night will be perfect.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, back to the Champions League over here. Oh la la. Oh. All right. There's a lot going on for a minute there. We had to keeping up with all these games. Everything was moving back and forth a bit. I think it might be time for Sergio Conceição to make some changes for this Milan team.
Why do I feel like Kyle Walker is actually gaining weight?
I didn't say it, but I thought it.
No, for real, man.
I
That man
didn't
is looking
say it,
fat.
but I thought it.
Jesus, what is he eating in
Pasta.
Or is he? Is he
He's in Italy.
Well, are you sure it's not pizza or something?
Could be both. Carb loading. Alex, are we looking to see maybe any players warming up for Milan? Are we seeing any substitutions? Because it's not been working yet for the Rossoneri.
Nothing yet, and no signs of any players looking close to coming on. I'm sure Conceição will have players in his mind that he wants to bring on to try and change this game. But we've seen AC Milan. They've had to weather a bit of a storm here from Feyenoord. Feyenoord have started off the better of these two teams, but Julian Carranza being the one who's come on and, well, joined up well with Timber on through the middle there. And I think a change that Feyenoord will be happy with, as they've managed to, well, go out on the front foot in this first half. We see a booking here as the referee brandishes his first yellow card of the second half. There's a clear foul there, and well, a red card there for Smolt, as Feyenoord have some defending to do. AC Milan trying to get back into this game, but yes, Feyenoord starting off definitely the better team with just about 10 minutes go. AC Milan are on the attack here, but it's well defended there by Feyenoord. A chance there for Santiago Jimenez, but it's not been his night. The former Feyenoord player, I think, has been studied well this week by the Dutch side and hasn't been able to really get a look in so far this game.
Shantelle, what's the update?
One.
What? Yeah, sorry, Shantelle.
My frustration. That could have been an easy 2-0, but as you can see, I feel the frustration, man. But I feel like there's another goal coming very soon, because this is the second one that we've seen saved. And Benfica must have heard me going on and on and on and on about stepping up. And they're truly giving us a performance right now. Monaco is still putting on a show, I must say. And I'm really happy for them, because honestly, I didn't expect them to be such a threat or be, I guess, an obstacle for Benfica. But they're holding their own. And at this rate, Monaco is reminding me of what PSV did yesterday. If they're just a little bit more serious, we could have seen goals from them by now. But they're being very unserious. And now I probably need to scream at them like I was screaming at Benfica earlier, so I can probably get a goal from Monaco, because they're looking pretty good otherwise.
Well, I'm happy
do
to see my
have some
Nigerian brother
subs.
coming in. Sorry.
Go for it. You were
No.
going to say what I was going to say.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say, just looking at the subs about to come in for AC Milan. The most interesting one for me, obviously being Nigerian, is Chukwueze coming in. He did impress me when I saw his social media. the other
Chukwueze.
day.
Chukwueze and Fikayo Tomori
Sorry.
look like they're coming on for AC Milan here.
Alex, we're just jumping back to the Celtic game because I thought you were talking about Michael Olise and Leroy Sané have been subbed out.
Oh no, I saw that ages ago.
I know, but we have to update where this is a watch along for Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman. Meanwhile, Jota is in now for Adam Ida and Jeffrey Schlupp for Greg Taylor on the Celtic side. Alex, go for it.
Yeah, so it looks like the focus here is on Christian Pulisic, and we have Thiaw coming off as well for AC Milan, for Samuel Chukwueze and Fikayo Tomori. Conceição looking to make some changes, one in defence and one going forward. That's obviously Thiaw on that booking, not wanting to risk anything heading into that second leg, and a sensible change, bringing on a very astute defender in Fikayo Tomori and Chukwueze, who could provide some danger for AC Milan going forward as
Okay.
a chance here.
It looks like Di Maria is coming on. I'll keep you posted on that one.
Thank you. Mike Magnon, Alex.
Mike Magnon, a little collision there, I believe, but I think he's going to be all right. We see him collect the ball there, and I think it was the substitute for Fikayo Tomori who might have caught his leg on Magnon's forehead there. Looks like quite a painful one, but I think the French goalkeeper is going to be all right as AC Milan look to build an attack here. But yes, a few changes for AC Milan as they look to get back into this tie. They're still 1-0 behind, of course, with just under, well, literally half an hour to go as we speak.
I will say I am happy that they've kept him on. They do obviously want something to come out of this, Alex, and well, that's not going to be it, is it? But they do obviously know what it's like to have a former player of another team playing now against that team. There is a bit of a mental, tactical game here, and I like that Conceição is going to give him, I think, at least 10 more minutes, and maybe then we could see a switch for Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, I think, well, we might even see him come off now as he's collided there and he's on the floor. Well, I think he's up now. He's limping a little bit. But yeah, a disappointing night for Santiago Jimenez against his former side. He obviously would have wanted to have proven a point here tonight, and I think, well, more or less send a message to AC Milan saying, this is the faith that you've put in me and I am the right man to lead your line. Of course, they got rid of Alvaro Morata, who made his way to Turkey to join Galatasaray. A disappointing night so far for Santiago Jimenez, who I think we might see make way. Of course, you mentioned there Tammy Abraham, who has been quite an influential sub in the Conceição era so far.
Shantelle, Benfica looking like they're making some subs finally?
Yeah, no, I must say, Benfica, they're hunting for that second goal because now we're seeing where Di Maria is coming on, and before that we saw where Magasa came on, and the last time he played against Monaco, he actually scored. So Benfica, yeah, they're getting serious. They want that second goal. So we might just see it. I just don't feel like this game will end 1-0.
I mean, better
we might
for them,
see another
right?
goal from Benfica, definitely.
They're up a man. They're gonna play at home next time. They want to get a solid, maybe 2 or 3 goal lead. And why not take advantage of being up a man and bringing someone like Elfideo in right now is definitely the right thing to do. They also brought Florentino off. He obviously picked up that 5th yellow. He's going to miss the next match. They don't want him to, they don't want to go down to 10 men against Monaco as well.
But
so tactical subs.
it's so yeah, definitely. But even though Monaco is playing one person short, I'm still impressed with the force that they're coming with. I want to say that the second goal should be easy to find because they have that advantage. But let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Minamino and Ben Seguir in for Monaco. So that doesn't look like they're standing down at all, both offensive players.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they can do. They're at home. They got to do something, hopefully in front of their home fans. Alex, how is it going over in Rotterdam?
Still, well, nothing too new to report on. AC Milan trying to build attacks here, but Feyenoord thwarting them very well. defending and stopping any balls going across into the box, as we see the Dutch side try and mount a counter-attack here, as they might get lucky here with a poor control there from Chukwueze.
Everton score equalizer.
Everton scored! No way!
Wake up! Wake up! You went to bed. Wake up. Get up.
No, I was just looking at AC Milan,
Get up.
man.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the prediction I said for this Everton-Liverpool game?
Alex, I can't hear you. Say it again.
I said 2-2.
That's true. He said it. He
No,
said
I
it.
know. I'm trying to amp him
He
up
said
right
it, you
now.
know.
I'm trying to amp him up right now.
Oh, boy, your Juju. No wonder you've been talking about Juju today, you know.
Man,
Today's
Juju.
two
Oh my God.
Wow.
Pitch invasion. Pitch invasion at Goodison Park. I love this.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
What a
Wow.
way to
And so we were
I
in the
just
97th.
want to say, I'm in my pep mode right now. Very stressed because Alex, your Juju plus Clinton Juju, that's too much Juju on Liverpool.
Nah. But
What do
honestly,
you mean they
Alexis
equalized in the
Juju,
Possible
97th
offside. Hold on.
minute?
It is a possible offside. They are checking it. Let's
Oh
see.
my God,
That might be
no,
offside,
please,
unfortunately.
God, please,
Hopefully my
God,
Juju will
don't
win.
do this. God, don't do this to them.
Sorry, everyone watching.
God,
It is
don't
a
do this
Champions
to
League
them.
watch long, but we do have Premier League as well.
God, don't do this to Everton, man. Don't do this to Everton.
Don't do this to Liverpool.
Oh, please.
We can't have that goal stand.
Arsenal fans around the country currently looking at this VAR stop and
Oh,
praying
man.
the goal gets given.
Arsenal
Cameron
have
Hill is
their
looking
their
really
bigger
difficult
problems
here.
to
I know,
worry
it
about.
I
is.
think it
is.
might just be offside, unfortunately.
I mean, I don't know if you can tell with this camera
Arsenal
angle and this
has-
From
resolution.
the
Bigger
camera angle we're
problems to worry
seeing,
about.
it looks on.
I mean, it also looks like it was taken in 2004. So
Nah.
I think we're
Listen,
going to see an offside decision given here.
it looks on from this angle, though.
I don't. This is a horrible angle. Like why? Oh, God, VAR. I can't. Oh.
Nah, but look, though, he looks on from this angle.
Yeah,
He looks on
Virgil
from this
van Dijk
angle.
Looks like he's keeping him on, maybe with that knee.
Yeah, from the exactly, yeah.
That left knee.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Very long conversations being
I
had
think
here.
I think
All the fans are just
I
sweating.
think this is a goal. I mean, if I was to judge by this angle, this is a goal.
Robbery.
No, God, don't do this to Everton, man. This has to be a goal. Please, give it to Everton.
Di Maria with a chance, but it was saved.
Give it to Everton.
Clinton!
Give it to Everton.
We're all on tenterhooks here.
Yeah, Alex, genuinely, like, we've all taken a quick break from the Champions League. We're just going to
Please
see
do
what
it.
happens here. I think it's because it was in the final moment, you know. No one expected it to tie this game.
Okay, I think they've cleared the other one. Now it's something else they're looking at now.
Aw.
Let's see.
Oh boy, man.
Nope.
Quick
Now
up.
this is a goal. Now this has to be a goal. Sarah. Come
What
on.
were they checking for?
I don't know what they're checking for here. There's nothing happened there. If the thing is cleared, if the offside is cleared, there's nothing to look at on the other one. A goal! It's a goal.
And it is going to be 2-2 at Goodison Park.
There's no way they will cancel that one.
Tarkowski in the final minutes of that draws the game. And it's going to be carnage in Liverpool this evening because it's not red, nor is it blue.
What a way to play your last ever Merseyside derby at
Oh, Alex, you're so right.
I feel like the Everton-Liverpool is a better Champions League game today, man.
Alex, we'll just come back to you. Everton. Wow, Feyenoord.
Looks like Igor Paixão has had one knock too many. I think he might be coming off here. He's been in the wars tonight. He's been that key player on the left-hand side. So I think they'll be
The goal, though.
not want. They'll be really trying to avoid taking him off here. But I think as we look, are they going to make a substitution here? As well, it looks like he might be staying on. I think.
Just end this game.
It's been Timber who is staying on, but then there will be
Yes.
a change here for Feyenoord, as it looks like we're going to have Hugo Bueno coming on for the Dutch side.
Oh, sorry, Alex. There's chaos
Oh
going
my
on.
God,
The players
no,
are getting into it at Goodison Park. Curtis Jones seems to be in the middle of it. I see Pickford. Virgil van Dijk is trying to break these players up.
Tsimikas, and I think it seems to be Tsimikas and the striker for Everton.
Oh, yeah. Just carnage on the pitch right now. Everyone's pissed off. Players are being separated. Was that Doucouré who looked like he was in the middle of all of that too? Ooh,
Yep,
yeah,
Tsimikas.
Curtis Jones.
Oh.
I think he's looking like he has a lot to say here. This is just what I'm seeing from this. Oh, he looks like he wants to go back
he wants
over
to go
there.
back, you know. Oh la la. Yeah,
90 pounds soaking wet, Curtis
that's
Jones.
how I won my Champions League games.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but this game, we know what it means. We know how heated it gets. And, I mean, that's the Merseyside derby for you, isn't it? Some cards being handed out, Shantelle, just to keep you posted on some of your players post-match. Might be picking up some suspensions. The referee is going around holding that yellow card with intent. You get a card, you get a card. You know that one.
So I'm suspecting Jones,
Might see the red as well somewhere.
Oh, no.
Who?
Not Doucouré high-fiving the security because it's at Goodison Park.
Oh, somebody got a red card. Who got a red card?
The red card for Doucouré.
Oh, no. And Virgil van Dijk looks so smug about that way. I think it was for the initial kind of incident. I don't think that was for anything that happened since we've been looking, but there was an initial incident, and now Arnie Slot's gone up to the ref. Virgil van Dijk and Allison all speaking to the referee here. Just chaos at Goodison Park right now.
Chance there for AC Milan.
Tejani Reinders, Alex?
Tejani Reinders, yes, with a lovely chest and volley just over the bar. I think AC Milan's first concrete chance of this second half, as there's 20 minutes to go. Feyenoord are still holding on to this 1-0 lead, and AC Milan yet to look like they're going to be, well, knocking on that final goal. And for the moment, Feyenoord are sitting pretty with that 1-goal lead.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Shantelle, well, all we can tell you is that that match ended 2-2. Unfortunately, they did cut the stream, as sometimes they do when there are,
Sorry, for the first time, your boyfriends did not come back. I think they've moved on with their life, so you're going to have to find a new team.
No, never.
You have to walk alone.
But right here, Clinton.
It's going to be so
Anyways,
bad.
so for Monaco.
That was unbelievable.
Don't leave me in suspense.
I believe that was Timber there. Oh my word, it's shot from inside his own half. Mike Maignan had it covered, but a wry smile there from the final manager is, well, we always love to see those efforts. Almost a David Beckham-esque goal if that had gone in.
I think that was Paixão, Alex.
Was it Paixão? Yes, I believe. I mean, Mike Maignan obviously off his line. He saw the opportunity and took it. I mean, I applaud it. Plaudits to him. Why not have a go for goal? Because when they do come off, they do look very good. But yes, a chance for Feyenoord for a shot from within their own half.
No, very huge credit to Feyenoord, man. They've put up a proper fight here. Scored a goal.
I'm just trying to figure out what happened at the end of this Liverpool and Everton match as we keep you guys posted on the Champions League. Doucouré picked up that red as a second yellow. So it wasn't a direct red. Oh la la.
You know, there's a problem I'm beginning to feel Rafael Leao has, the final thirds, when he's done the most difficult bit of, taking the ball or strolling with it. It's just what he ends up doing with the ball. He's just giving me a JJ Okocha vibe.
Is the comeback on for Celtic here, guys? They've just scored.
Wait, hold on.
No, he's onside. Harry Kane's kept him onside there. That's
No way! Celtic's
Harry
gone!
Kane.
Celtic's gone! No way!
That looks like...
Oh my God! Celtic's gone! Okay.
And it's Maeda who scores here, and it looks like it's going to stand thanks to the goal scorer, Harry Kane. They are doing a quick check, but I think that was onside.
No, you can't. You can't do Celtic. Just let the gods of Everton come to Celtic, please.
Do you know what's really interesting? Is if this stands, and they could have had that penalty.
Yeah.
The goal stands 2-1. Celtic on the board now, but it could have been 2-2. It very much could have been.
True.
I'm just saying, this is what we're talking about with Bayern Munich. There's something about this team. They're not convincing. Not yet, anyways.
Ooh, what was that?
It's an elephant.
Look at Celtic. Oh, no.
No way, no way. No way, no way. Celtic absolutely
Okay, I think they are alive now. Celtic definitely alive at this
That
point.
Manuel Neuer showing his liability once again.
Stop it. And Shantelle, we have seen some subs maybe for...
Yeah. Pavlidis is off, and I'm a bit sad about that because I just felt like he had one more goal in him based on how he has been playing in the second half.
Okay, look at Celtic. Look at Celtic.
Yes. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. It could be. Sorry, Shantelle, we'll come back to you now.
We've just seen another yellow card for Monaco Vanderson. But yeah, we've seen some changes for Benfica. You can tell that they're still looking for that second goal, but I'm just still surprised that Pavlidis is off because I just felt like there's one more in him. Di Maria is, I'm not actually surprised because we know the stature of Di Maria and he's on right now. We've seen him being denied twice. So Benfica, they're literally playing really well, and Monaco, they're trying to be as defensive as they can be. I feel like they're more focusing on like blocking Benfica than trying to attack and convert some goals.
All right, brilliant. Well, let's see if Benfica can hold it. I mean, 10 minutes left in Monaco and Benfica of regular time, as well as Celtic and Bayern. Feyenoord and Milan a little bit behind, about 15 left in that one. No goals since Benfica scored early on, as well as Celtic just now. Bayern scoring obviously at the beginning of that half. 2-1 to Bayern Munich, 1-0 to Benfica, 1-0 to Feyenoord. And we have some maybe last minute, some tense moments here, Clinton.
Yep. That's
see
what I'd
some
love
goals?
to see. I mean, there's a very high possibility we're seeing how much they are now pushing, taking the ball into the 18-yard box. I mean, at this point, they know they've got nothing to lose. They've just got to at least find a draw.
Yeah.
Because either way, they're still going to lose, right? So,
Alex Ashmore, what's happening?
Santiago Jimenez lining up an overhead kick there. The ball not coming to him and rolling out for, I believe, a throw-in for AC Milan, or for Feyenoord indeed. But it's a ball across from Rafael Leao. Jimenez trying to line up that overhead kick, but headed away by the Feyenoord defence. AC Milan knocking on the door here, but still yet to really test that Feyenoord goal and create that concrete chance to get back into this game.
Can you imagine if you had spread that?
That would have been some way to return to your former side, scoring an overhead
Would have
kick.
walked off the pit. I would have walked off the set. It would have just been Clinton. Well, there's still time.
no, I'm beginning to be impressed with Celtic. Ooh, look at that. Whee!
I hope they score just so you can.
Honestly, I want them to score at this point. Cut him out. Ooh.
Wow, Celtic really are turning on the heat here for Bayern. That goal really gave them
Some
the
serious
motivation,
confidence.
yeah.
Yeah. Look at this kid. Look at this kid. Look at this.
They're really trying to make something of it here. They're struggling to break down the defense of Bayern Munich, but they're still pushing, and it's all Celtic right now. Cross into the area. Oh la la.
I mean, finally, they're giving us a game. Oh, so they could play like this all this while, huh?
Okay, again. Oh, bring it down, man. That was Jota, the fake one. He looks like Griezmann, you know.
Her producer, Ben, just saying nice things. All right, Shantelle, how's it going over Monaco, Benfica? Anything to report?
Nothing has changed. Monaco is still, I want to say fighting for their life. They're being super defensive. But I just want to say Magassa of Monaco. No, I was thinking that, he came on because that they're looking for a goal, but we're seeing where easily he's my player of the second half right now. Benfica still looking for that goal. We're seeing them make some creating chances, taking the chances, but again, Monaco is just there blocking every chance that they take. So right now, I think Monaco's aim is just to not let Benfica get that second goal. I don't think they're concerned about scoring at this point. So if a goal comes from Monaco, it's going to be one of those, what do you call it, lucky goals, because I don't think that's the aim of this match right now. And right now, Di Maria is down. Not happy about that because he came on and he was literally on fire the moment he came on. I don't see a second goal coming right now. It would be nice to have it to build up the momentum or just end the game on a high note, but I'm not seeing it for Benfica right now, and I'm not seeing another goal from Monaco. Well, not another goal, a goal from Monaco.
If that's the case, I think Monaco will be happy to come, more or less unscathed in this one, being a man down for the entire second half. Alex Ashmore, is that
no?
who I
Honestly,
think it
it's
is?
really good.
It is. It's Tammy Abraham getting ready to come on here.
Just a moment for Ibrahimovic, please. A moment for Ibrahimovic. Sorry, Alex, you can continue now.
No, Tammy
Ibrahimovic.
looking like he's coming on for AC Milan with just over 10 minutes to go as they still look for that all-important equaliser. Yet to find it. Feyenoord doing some really good defending here as Feyenoord do come on the counter-attack here. The ball gets played through and intercepted. We saw Quentin Timber come off because of an injury. I think one knock too many as he signalled to the sidelines of his need to come off as AC Milan come back on the attack here. Can they make the most of this? There's a shot.
Nah.
Easily saved there. No threat for Feyenoord as they come forward here. And, well, it's just under 10 minutes to go. Feyenoord 1, AC Milan 0.
Di Maria is off, guys. He's limping off the pitch.
Has he been subbed off?
Yeah, he's coming off. Not really happy about that because again, he literally came on the pitch. You could tell that he was going to. He had an aim, but I guess short-lived.
Okie dokie, let's see what happens there. Meanwhile, Thomas Muller has come in for Jamal Musiala. Clinton Thomas Muller, not Joshua Kimmich.
Right.
Right. Chance! Ah! Oh my days, Benfica, what is going on, Shantelle?
No. Wait, hold on. Okay, a miss. A miss again. They keep having these chances. You can tell that they want the second goal, but they keep missing. And again, I must applaud Monaco because they're being really defensive. They're blocking every chance that Benfica takes. And again, it's like their main aim of the rest of this match right now isn't necessarily to score a goal, but to prevent Benfica from getting the second goal. And now we're seeing where Cabral is on for Di Maria because we saw him limping off. Picked up a little injury. So...
Bit of a nasty collision here at Celtic Park between Harry Kane and I'm trying to figure out which, I think it might have been Johnston from Celtic, but a little head-to-head collision and hits Harry Kane in the back of the head. It's never a nice feeling, Clinton.
Ooh, a nice header.
Oh no, Alex!
It was bound to happen. A disappointing night for Santiago Jimenez on his return to Rotterdam, but nice to see a standing ovation as he came off alongside Rafael Leao as AC Milan makes some substitutions. Feyenoord also making some changes to their own. Jalen Mitchell and Ibrahim Osman coming on for Quentin Timber and Givayo Reid. So both sides making changes as we come into the latter stages of this second half. Feyenoord still 1-0 up though.
Thank you.
I just want Celtic to just give me one goal. That's it. Literally. That's all I beg God for.
Well, there's 30 seconds left of regular time, and then we'll see how much added time will be added here.
Players down. Magasa is down. For Monaco, I must be the bad luck because I was just praising him, just like how I was just praising Di Maria. So we're not sure. We're not sure what that will be if he stays, if it's that bad where he has to come off. But nothing has changed. We're still 1-0. Benfica in the lead, of course. And again, I just don't see a goal for Monaco.
Chance for Celtic, chance for Celtic.
And-
Oh, big save for Manuel Neuer. Oh, my KlintonCod.
I mean, they got 7 minutes. That's good enough time for them to.
7 minutes of extra time.
Love that.
Oh. Whoa. Musa with a chance here for Feyenoord, almost making it 2-0. AC Milan with some defending to do. It looks like Pavlovic with the block there.
Ooh, I just seen what you've just seen, Alex, man. Damn.
Feyenoord pushing on here and looking for a second, trying to kill off this tie. Obviously heading to the San Siro with the 1-0 lead is good, but they want to make it 2-0 just to give them that little extra cushion. As we see the man of the match for me tonight, Igor Paixão coming off here for Feyenoord. He's been a constant threat on
Definitely,
the left-hand side.
definitely. I'll give it to that one.
Carl Walker, as I said earlier, all over the place tonight
course.
at right back for
course.
AC Milan. But yeah, my man of the match for Feyenoord and at the game in total, both teams, Igor Paixão, of course, with that shot and, well, mistake from Mike Maignan.
I'd argue Igor Paixão might be the man of the match across all matches this evening. He's been the most important player by a long shot for Feyenoord, standing out absolutely brilliant from the Curitiba product.
Whoa, look at this. Look at this. For
I was Clinton on Sunday.
Come on. I never.
Come on.
Feyenoord really pushing for a second here. AC Milan having to...
Well, Alex, they have to come back to the San Siro next week. And listen, as much as Milan haven't been that great at home this season, the San Siro is a noisy, very scary place.
It is, and I think Feyenoord trying to make the most of this home crowd that they have tonight. Obviously, we know how loud the Kuip can be as well, and they've been playing really well. I have to give credit to Feyenoord. They've been playing fantastically, and they've thwarted AC Milan's attacking threats. Rafael Leao, who has had a good game for AC Milan tonight. Christian Pulisic as well. João Felix has been slightly quieter in this second half, but anything that AC Milan have thrown at Feyenoord, they've been able to deal with, and deal with comfortably.
Just, man, I don't know why my attention is just all on Celtic at this point. I don't understand. Like, I feel like I don't care. Nah, Kyle Walker definitely needs to lose weight.
Oh, my goodness.
Bro, my man is fat.
I'm not going to say anything. All right, 6 minutes of extra time over in Monaco, Shantelle.
Well, we just saw where Zakaria got his second yellow card, so he will be missing the next match. This match has been a roller coaster. It has been chaotic, yellow cards, red cards, injuries. Oh, I'm lost for words. But again, we're seeing where 6 minutes was added. So let's see if something can become of the 6 minutes. But again, I just don't see it happening.
You could just see the Celtic players looking all tired and they can't even
They're
run
looking
anymore.
exhausted.
They're gone. They're gone.
I don't know if they'll be able to get anything out of this. But you know what, Clinton? If it does stay 2-1, they are 1 goal down. I know they're going to the Allianz. I know it's going to be in Munich. I understand that. But this was not a, complete capitulation from them. This was not a hammering from Bayern Munich. We obviously spoke about the penalty that probably should have been given in their favor.
Yeah, I agree.
I know they wanted to get a win or a draw, but 1 goal is not, nothing is finished.
Yeah.
Nothing is finished. Let's see, maybe they can get a draw. Obviously, that's the idea here, but they are looking very, very tired.
You know that hit that we saw with within the last five last 10 minutes of the full-time score. I've not really seen that flare again.
Chance there for AC Milan. João Felix with a low-driven shot. It's well saved. AC Milan still searching for this first goal, not being able to get past the Feyenoord man between the sticks. Willem Reuter who's had a good game tonight, a solid game for the Dutch side. And you see the fans here relishing in the moment of what could be a fantastic win as they go to the San Siro if it stays like this with a 1-0 lead.
What? That was not a foul?
It is, it is, it is.
Oh, it's like, hang on.
Two minutes left approximately here at Celtic Park. Celtic desperate to make something happen, but I just don't know if they have enough
Strength,
fuel.
like, yeah, energy.
There's a chance here for AC Milan. Theo Hernandez limping, looking like he's in quite some pain. As
Oh, these guys are passing back, man. Jesus Christ.
AC Milan have a corner here with just under or just over a minute of normal time to go.
Oh, no.
It's all going south. Oh, ref. Oh, this image of Sergio Conceição, Alex. My, oh my, shady cameraman.
A defeated man tonight. He's thrown everything at Feyenoord and they've dealt with it really well. And to be fair to AC Milan, they have played well. Rafael Leao has been brilliant tonight, and João Felix in that first half, a constant threat. Christian Pulisic in areas I thought played really well. Santiago Jimenez a little bit disappointing. I'd like to see more from Tammy Abraham. He's yet to make a mark on this game as AC Milan have a corner here. Just under 20 seconds of normal time to go. It'd be interesting to see how much added time as the ball is swung in. Cleared easily there by Feyenoord.
Oof,
They
that
look
was
to come on the attack
too.
here. Could Feyenoord have a chance to make it 2-0? As AC Milan have to track back for Kaya Tomori with some defending to do.
Get that ball, man.
Feyenoord pushing on this right-hand side. AC Milan dealing with it well there.
Nah, Celtic, they're not ready, man.
No, they're not. Alex, do you really think Rafael Leao had a good match? I know we've seen him with a lot of opportunities, but he hasn't done much with those opportunities per se. We've seen a lot of shots going wide. He hasn't been able to get it where he needs it to, on target, in the area, when he's crossing or trying to create a chance. I almost feel like he's been involved a lot, but he hasn't been able to make much of the chances he's had, and it's been a little frustrating, I think.
I think he's definitely done well. He's got in the right areas and he's been really tricky on that flank there, and he's been putting together some brilliant moves to get past the defenders. But I think it is also partly down to that poor performance from Santiago Jimenez, and Rafael Leao was almost in a way on his own with João Felix playing in that 10 role. So he had to create most of the chances by himself, and not having that man to look out for, that target man, and now Tammy Abraham being on the pitch is that man to look for. But I think definitely a positive performance from Rafael Leao, but I see the side as, it's a corner swung in, but taken by Willeralta as he screams at his players to get forward. But yeah, I think definitely positive performance for Rafael Leao, who created chances and got in the right positions, but I think just let down by his number 9, Santiago Jimenez, who had a poor return to Rotterdam tonight.
Well, it is wrapped up at Celtic Park. It's 2 goals for Bayern Munich and 1 for Celtic. Celtic couldn't just do enough to get one back there. But Clinton, 1 goal difference, not the end of the world for Celtic.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, I just felt like if only they had that flair, like I said, that they had in the last 10 minutes of the full time, Mac, maybe they would have at least equalized, because I felt like they became capable. We saw the strength come back, especially with the subs that Vincent Kompany did with Bayern. You almost deflated the energy of that, what was going on with Bayern Munich going forward into that Celtic side. But credit to Celtic, they did put up a fight. I would have thought that Bayern Munich would have been loading them some serious score lines. Remember when I was predicting, I said it was probably going to be like a 4-1. The one did come, but Celtic did deny them of the other 3, which was something good to see. Now, like you said, Sarah, they will be going to Germany, and it wouldn't be the easiest. I mean, they've just lost a game in their home. They are going away. It's even more work for them. They would have to maybe double their strength, their energy, what they've put on this game. They would have to do 2 times more going to Bayern Munich to try to at least, get a win. What is the possibility of that happening? I see, man, I'm still not going to give it to them. But if they do win, grab a win, and this is going to be a miracle. I hope that Alex would obviously give them some level of that juju that he's worked with today. That's worked for him. Who knows? They might get something out.
All right, and Shantelle, it's all wrapped up in Monaco, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And what a match. Again, I came into this with really high expectations, but I want to really give Monaco their flowers because honestly, I want to say that they played better than I thought they would have. We saw in the first half where they basically dominated until they didn't. Benfica finally woke up. We saw that beautiful goal from Palvilis, messing up his name, and then the yellow cards, red card. We know that Florentina will miss the other game. That's to come. Monaco was eventually one player down, but they still played really well defensively. They brought on Magasa, who I thought was their answer to or them attempting to find a goal. That's Monaco, but it didn't happen. We saw where he created chances. At one point, I saw him playing like super defensively. So I want to say that Monaco, they did pretty well. And if I were a fan in the crowd, a Monaco fan, I'd be extremely proud of what they displayed tonight. And Benfica, it's sad to say that it ended 1-0 because I had them scoring more goals, but that didn't happen. We saw where Di Maria came on. He looks pretty good at first, but then he left the pitch limping. So it was a chaotic match, but it had its moments and it was okay.
Mackin thinks that he said 0 chance. I believe he's saying a Celtic win against Bayern in Germany. I mean, I wouldn't say 0 chance. I'm sure there's still a 2% chance somewhere. 0 chance is literally saying there's nothing. It's just impossible. But I believe everything is possible if you put your mind to it. Really, I mean, Celtic, they've pretty much put up a fight there, and you just need to put their heads down, and something miraculous could happen.
It could. Absolutely, it could. Monaco and Benfica. Yeah, Shantelle, listen, now it's only a 1-goal difference again for this side, too. So Benfica are going to go home, and they know that doesn't mean a whole lot. That can change very quickly. And Monaco also know that if they score early on, we're back to an even playing ground. So it keeps us very excited for next week. Now, Alex, this match is the only match that is still live. It's still 1-0, and we have about 30 seconds left.
Actually,
still going, yes. Feyenoord holding on to this win with about 15 seconds of that added time to go. As Feyenoord have a free kick just inside the AC Milan half as the ball is sent forward. Feyenoord still pushing for that second. AC Milan managing to get the ball clear here as they have one last attack. Dispossessed by Feyenoord, who have played brilliantly tonight, defended very well. And that is all she wrote, I believe, as the game is just about wrapped up. The referee has put his whistle in his mouth and blown for full time.
Thank God.
And that is it. Feyenoord 1, AC Milan 0. A brilliant win for the Dutch side as they head to the San Siro with that 1-goal advantage, of course. Igor Paixão with a fantastic performance tonight and a cherry on top of the cake with a goal to boot.
Absolutely. I think that was the match of the evening. I know it was only 1-0, but my Feyenoord should be proud of what they did. It was very back and forth. And again, Alex, though, another 1-0 result, meaning next week at the San Siro, anything can happen. So as it closes off tonight, Club Brugge beats Atalanta in the final moments with a penalty, 2-1, 1-goal difference as they head to Bergamo next week. Monaco lose 1-0 to Benfica as they head back to Portugal next week. Celtic lose to Bayern Munich 2-1 at Celtic Park as they head to the Allianz next week. And Milan lose to Feyenoord 1-0 as they head to San Siro next week. A goal separates all 4 of these matches and all 8 of these teams rather between one another, which means I think next week we are going to see some very high intensity football. A lot is left on the pitch here and there is nothing to lose. What do you guys think?
I think it's going to be an exciting week of football and we've got some big games to come. Of course, AC Milan with a lot of work to do, Manchester City with a lot of work to do, Monaco still in the tie, Celtic still, if they push and really play well at the Allianz Arena next week, they could get a result and shock Bayern Munich. But still some very open ties. I think the only one really that is put to bed is the Borussia Dortmund and Sporting Club de Portugal tie, where Dortmund winning 3-0 last night. But overall, a brilliant round of Champions
Maybe
League.
Brest and PSG.
Brest and PSG as well, I think, is probably the other one that is all but over, really. And, well, a brilliant round of knockout ties in, well, it's the first time we've seen these playoffs, and I have to say I'm a fan.
All right. Well, Clinton, we'll be back again tomorrow for the Sporty Show as we have a very busy weekend ahead. 5:30 CET. We have Manchester City and Newcastle. We have Juventus and Inter Milan. We have Bayern Munich taking on Bayer Leverkusen. There's so much football as always. So we'll be back again tomorrow, joined with Alex Ashmore, and we'll look ahead to the weekend that will be.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. As always, until next time, enjoy the football. Ebwe.
Nah, the camera let me down this time.
What's the production?
The camera let me down. Yeah, this is going to be the first show where they're not getting my headwear. Yeah, let's go. Bye. Everybody, bye. That's it. All the guys in that room, get out.